What up? What up? What up?
How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
How are y'all? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. How are you guys? Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. The basket. How are you today?
Hey, how y'all doing? How y'all
What it do,
doing?
y'all? What it do? What it do?
Happy holidays. Y'all ready? What did you do? Wait. Like he's gonna step out. What? Happy Friday, y'all.
What it do? What it do? What it do? What it do?
How y'all doing?
What's up with y'all?
Whew.
How are you guys? Hey, you guys.
Hey.
What it do? What it do? Come on in here. Hit the like button. Hit the like button if you hadn't hit the like button.
We
Like,
appreciate you.
share, and subscribe.
And
if you have-
subscribe.
If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting on? It is how much does it cost to subscribe and hit the like
$3.99.
$3.99. You are now listening to the Tap In Podcast. I am your host. It's your boy, SBK. And to my right, depending on when you're looking at it, to my right, I have my lovely sister. Who are you, man? What is your name?
It is I. It is me. It is she. It's just ETV, y'all.
That's
What's
who it
going
is.
on? How y'all doing?
That's who it is. That's who she is. That's who she is.
Thank you kindly.
Hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. We got an exciting show. This is something that I have been wanting to talk about. I'm very passionate about this stuff. You know what I mean? I could talk about this stuff all day, every day.
Well, they.
I said what I said. Now look, Queen, I said what I said. AKA Miss Fancy, AKA the honorary first lady.
I was gonna say, what you calling her?
I ain't hollering. I am just happy to see you guys. I am. You feel sometimes. I'm not just to deal with you and this nonsense tonight. I say what I said. I just deal with it. Jen J, we know you messy because you're gonna be starting a bunch of stuff. So we know you messy. Yeah, by default, exactly.
She said by default.
Exactly. Oh God. Anyway.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, y'all hit the like button. I'm going to say hello to the chat because Sis and I, we do have home training, and we appreciate everyone that has supported us this year. It's been a wild ride. It's been a great ride. It's been How long we been at it, Sis, with this? 3 years?
Almost 3 years.
Wow.
Well, no, it's actually been 3 years. I was counting from Tap In, but not the other one. So counting the other one, it's 3 years.
Yeah, count the other one because
the other one it's 3 years.
So
it's 3 years.
So that's you got to count the other one. Count the other one because
even
though we won't go into that, but even though that was our humbling beginnings, that is still us. That is still our image. That is still our history. As you would say, we were forged in fire. And here we are. You know what I'm saying? Here to tell it all. Yes. So, further ado, we have home training, ladies and gentlemen. And again, hit that like button. like, share, subscribe. We got a great show for you today. You know what I mean? This is seriously. I have
you like it.
Yeah, I hope you guys like it. A lot of you guys have hit me up on the back end and all that. And if I get in y'all's chat, like for example, Santa and reversing high blood pressure, Miss Wanda, y'all have, you know what I mean, y'all have basically kind of like seeing you guys and talking to you guys when I'm in y'all's chats. Y'all might have questions and stuff like that. This is for y'all, you know what I mean? And I love talking about this type of stuff, health, wellness, and I know Sis has a passion for it as well. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Sis, our very first show, I know you don't like to dwell on the humbling beginnings, but our very first show was about health and wellness.
Yep.
And it was health and wellness, and you can tell the people that were not into health and wellness, it was just like, you know, it was just, you know, but we were like talking, and you know, and I was like, you know,
you actually interviewed me.
I did? Oh, I did. Okay.
Yep. You interviewed me.
But all in all, it was about health and wellness. It was about health and wellness. And then it was health and wellness and training and all that type of stuff. So we're gonna talk about some stuff, man, tonight. You know, and if you see the disclaimer down here, look, man, we are not doctors, we're not nutritionalists. We are just everyday
not trainers.
No, not trainers. Not practicing.
Right. I was gonna say you are a certified.
But yeah, trainer. I'm not a practicing trainer or nutritionalist, but you know, that's not something that I chose to. It's not something I chose to have a career in, but I do know a little something. But
do not got no patience, y'all.
Right, not at all. We'll probably get into that later. But I think that Sis and I we have a passion in health and wellness, and it's a perfect time to talk about it because a lot of you guys, and if you're listening, if shout out to everybody that's listening now, shout out to everybody that's in the chat or whoever's catching the playback. A lot of us are trying to start new and try to incorporate some healthy habits, healthy everyday habits, eating habits or whatever. And we know a little bit of something about it. So hopefully this will inspire you guys to choose some healthier choices. And it's a lifestyle. You know what I mean? It's just not a journey for me, and I think I can speak for Sis as well. It's not a journey for her. This is something that's a lifestyle, you know. So I hope in this segment tonight, and we only got a couple, maybe a week and a half left of this year. So hopefully you guys can learn something and be free to ask questions. I know, Sis, you were saying that you were curious to, you know, what kind of questions we have, and that's the beauty of our little community that we have. You know, people asking questions and they make statements that we can build off of that. You know what I mean? So, but without further ado, we have some home training. So let me say hello to everybody and salute everybody. Salute to Kevin Corporan, the attorney. The attorney Kevin Corporan is in the house. Salute to your bro. Salute to ones. We got the lovely Bestie, aka Thrive and Glow with Joe. Great live today, Joe.
Sis.
Y'all go subscribe up to Thrive and Glow with Joe, and you heard what she said. Like, share, and subscribe. And we got the lovely we got the lovely reversing high blood pressure. Miss Wanda's in the house. How are you?
Hey.
Jen J is in the house. I'm sorry about your Alabama. I'm sorry about Alabama. I'm sorry.
You sorry?
I'm sorry about
What
that.
you sorry for?
I don't know. I don't know. They're
You
getting
just
their
think
ass.
it's home training again?
Yeah, they're getting their ass kicked.
Right thing
But
to say.
yeah. CKJ, what's going on, big bro? Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Miss Fancy is in the house. I said what I said is in the house.
Fancy.
We got. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss anybody. Everyone. We got the big bro. Jimbo is in the house. Shout out to my fam right there. Shout out to my family. And I think that's it. So I know we have some ghost watchers in the house. So,
Bushwick watchers, how y'all doing?
What do you call them again, sis?
My Bushwicks. Bushwick watchers, how y'all doing? Hey, loves.
The Bushwick watchers are watching. So we got love for y'all too. So all the haters and all of the Bushwick watchers, y'all hit the like button.
Hit the like button.
Hit it. Everybody who has not hit it. So, since you got something to say, by the way, we have a poll question that we have in the chat. There is a poll question, ladies and gentlemen. Pause. Y'all answer the poll question. I got to thinking about this poll question, and I got to think about it before I answer. So, y'all answer the poll question. I'll go ahead and read it. All right, y'all answer the poll question. What's your main health focus right now, ladies and gentlemen? To the sound of my voice, what's your main health focus right now? Okay, is it muscle and strength? Is it weight loss? Is it energy, hormones, testosterone? Or is it just trying to survive? All right, what is y'all's health focus? Y'all answer the poll question. And is it muscle and strength? Is it weight loss? Is it energy / hormones / testosterone? Or is it just trying to survive? You're just trying to hang in there. You're just trying to live, baby. As Tupac said, let me live, baby. Let me live. So, but yeah, man, y'all answered the poll question. I answered mine, and I will give the answer to my question in a little bit. So sis, what's up? What you got to say?
I'm looking for a picture.
Oh, you look for a picture?
Looking for a picture.
So, what's good? We got the Elder Cooks.
Hey,
my little
Elder
bro
Cooks
is in the house. My little blood bro is in the house. Shout out to my bro. I know.
Shout out.
Now, little bro, that's my blood brother. I said what I said. He is a minister too. He is a minister. He is a minister.
Gonna stay away from her. Stay away from her. She a minister attractor.
Yeah, exactly. Bro, I know you're listening in the bushes, bro. I know you will appreciate this because, as I have said before, health and wellness is always been a part of our family. My brother he's in the chat. My family listens, and they might not be actively participating in the chat a lot of times, but they do watch from the bushes. And I'm glad that my bro is here because he, as far as health and fitness, he hits the gym probably harder than I do. You know what I mean? He goes more days than I do. And as little, boys, you know what I mean, we pushed each other, you know what I mean, when it came to training, health and fitness and so forth and so on. I remember we were probably, how old were we on Lee Turner Drive, Mike, when when mama gave us our first weight set, 10, 11 years old? You know what I mean? We wanted to be strong. We wanted to be mobile. We wanted, back then in our early, in the 80s, Arnold Schwarzenegger was our hero. So watching the Conan movies and all that and watching Pumping Iron and all that, those guys were eating right and they were, training hard. So from the very get-go as little boys, we were watching those Lou Ferrigno and Arnold and all those guys, and we wanted to be strong. We wanted to, like it or not, those guys were in the early 80s. Those guys were influential to a lot of young guys like myself. You know what I mean? And so, we asked our mom to buy us first weight set, and so that's what he's 9 years old. So if you were 9, I was 10. So it was we were about 9, 10 years old, and we got our first weight set. And mom bought it for us, put it in the backyard. We invited our friends over to lift with us, and it was all about getting strong. And honestly, we got bit. That's how our passion started. That's how my passion started. You know what I'm saying? But now full-fledged come back to 2025. Here we are. We got folks in the chat. A lot of us 40s and 50s age range. You know what I mean? Some 30s, 40s, 50s. A lot of us we're on a journey. A lot of us we're trying to lose weight. A lot of us are trying to be strong. A lot of us have different wellness goals. And so we're coming back full-fledged tonight, and we'll talk about it. You know what I mean? So what did you answer, ladies and gentlemen? We got 14 votes. And what's your main...
Washers. Come on now.
Oh, go ahead.
Come on now. Come on down to the chat anonymously and participate in the poll. Pause the survey. We need your participation. We appreciate it. We thank you kindly.
Thank you,
That's
kindly.
Right. 15 watchers, only 10 likes. Come on, let's get them likes up, please.
Get them likes up.
Leave us a comment.
So we are streaming on the vertical and on StreamYard. So you hit the like button. Shout out to Lisa J. Stocks. The lovely Lisa J. Thank you for coming through. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, what's your main health focus right now? Is it muscle and strength? Is it weight loss? Is it energy, hormones / testosterone? Or is it just trying to survive? And explain your answer. You can, I think Ms. Wanda explained earlier, but explain your answer. Give me your answer. What did you answer? And let me know what y'all's answer is. All right. And Joe says muscle and strength. Wanda says I wanted to hit strength and build muscle and weight loss. So she's like me. There's several answers you wanted to give, but she said I wanted to hit strength and build muscles and lose weight. All right. See, finally me and Lola at the house to ourselves. Those kids are rugrats. So y'all let me know what y'all's main focus is. Hit the poll. Pause. Hit that poll. Pause. Now look here. When you answer, feel free to talk about it. So I've been running my mouth since. What you got?
You been running your mouth?
Mm-hmm.
It's all good.
So
I just wanted to say I appreciate this show because we only get to do it once a year, and we usually have fun. We started it last year, and we went back to back. Like SBK brother said, he is very passionate about working out. I am passionate about working out. I have slacked a little bit this year, but I've had, some issues, some emotional issues that I've been going through. So, but I'm trying to get back on track, but it's still doesn't negate the fact that I know what I know. And hopefully you guys will enjoy what we have to share. My backstory is that I wasn't a big person for a long length of time. I was only overweight, obese for 10 years of my life, 10-year span of my life. And some people said that they don't believe that. And so I will show. And the person who said they don't believe it ain't here, but y'all can tell her that I showed the picture. She said, oh, JJ said she slack too. She said, but I'ma still snatch. I'ma still snatch as well. I'ma still snatch. But it's, it's been a rough year. But like I said, I had a 10-year span, so a decade of being Big E. And when I say Big E, I was almost 300 pounds. I'll just say 300 pounds. I was knocking on it very hard. And I got to that weight through stress, through my nervous system being all out of whack, having a child premature 9 weeks early, and putting myself on the back burner and focusing solely on him because he was born not breathing. He stayed in the neonatal unit for a few months before I could take him home. And so I emotionally ate because that's all I knew to do. I didn't know to work out or anything like that. I was naturally small at the time. And then I just got bigger and bigger and bigger. I was eating, and I got big. And then it took me, I couldn't get it off. I tried cabbage soup diet. I tried, keto wasn't even in back then. I think, what was it called? The Atkins diet. Atkins diet. I went through Weight Watchers 3 times. I tried low carb, no carb. I tried only salads. I fasted for 28 days only on, liquids. So I was trying everything, and some things would work, but then it would come back, and my weight would come back, and I would come back a little bit bigger each time. So it just wasn't working. And then if I worked out really, really hard, which that's my pedigree, I like to work out hard, but I also have a bad back. And so sometimes I would work out too hard and I would hurt my back, injure my back. And then I would be out of it for like 2 weeks on back medication. And then everything that I accomplished went by the wayside because of the 2 weeks off. So it was just a roller coaster ride for me for a long time. And so I decided to look into the gastric bypass, bariatric surgery. And I spent over a year looking at it, researching it, talking to surgeons, things of that nature. I got approved for it. And then I went through that surgery. And so that was 14 years ago that I went through that surgery. So I'm 14 years post-op. I had the VSG, and I have not looked back since. And I lost 154 pounds in total after that surgery. So I lost the whole person.
You lost a whole entire person?
Lost the whole entire person. Yeah. Yes. So for those of you that have not, that say, no, I wasn't big, I was big. Okay.
I don't believe it.
That
AI.
is Big E.
That's AI.
No, that's not AI. That was the day before the day of my surgery. So that was the day of my bariatric surgery.
If you don't mind me asking, how much were you here?
I would say I was 298, so I was knocking on 300. So 298 pounds. I'm 5'11", so just let that sit with you.
That's a lot of woman right there for 5'11", and you like that?
Yep.
That's a lot.
My knees were in pain. My back was always hurting, but I still continued to wear heels for some odd reason. Still wanted to be, with the heels on and the stilettos, but knees would be on fire and back would be hurting.
Man, that's quite a journey.
Yeah.
That's quite a journey. So I have a question for you. I know you like.
Sure.
Oh, look. Oh, so that's you right there at the bottom.
That was me. Yep, that was me in my big years, Big E.
Mm-hmm.
And then that was me after I lost the weight at the gym.
It's all right.
Yeah.
That's all right.
So yes, I was a big 'em.
That's all right. So let me ask you. Let me ask you something. You do you have any? You come to a phase to where I listen to Joe a lot, and she talks about how much she weighed, and then she'll make a statement and say, Big Joe is still there. She used to say, "Hey Kimmy, how you doing, love?"
Hey Kimmy.
She said she was 315 a couple years ago. I'm still chunky, 230. You know what I'm saying?
No, but that's an accomplishment.
That's a hell of an accomplishment. Sure is.
Yes. Congratulations.
Absolutely.
That is nothing to be slacking about.
So, you're a short fry. You're a short fry.
She said, "Wow, I'm 5'4".
You're a little short fry.
You little just. That's okay.
Yeah, you're a little short fry. You're fun. You're fun size.
He said fun size.
So, what I wanted to ask you, sis, was I listened to Joe say when she tells her story when she was Big Joe, but a part of Big Joe is still there. You know what I mean? Wanting to, I guess, mentally. What she's talking about mentally, Big Joe is there.
Mm-hmm.
If you know what I'm saying, you know what I mean? Because when she when she went through years and years of, being a certain weight, and and she went through her weight loss journey, but she says mentally, Big Joe is still there. Do you experience that as well?
I don't experience it as much anymore, but when the first few years after the surgery, abso-freaking-lutely. Meaning, I would look at myself, and even though I was dropping weight, I still saw Big E. So I didn't notice the change. I kept my clothes, my old clothes. And when I went to the gym, I would wear, the same clothes that I wore when I was bigger. It took me a minute. I didn't get my aha, which things come in small packages. I didn't get my aha moment that I wasn't Big E anymore until I like to swim. And so I swim laps at the gym. I haven't done it. I didn't do it this year, but I usually like to swim laps at the gym. And I went, put on the same bathing suit that I normally put on, and I did my laps, right? Swimming. And we were outside, so the lap pool is outside, and it was hot, a lot of people out there. And so when I got finished with my laps, I don't go to the steps. I try to hop out, push myself up and hop out. Well, yeah, I did that. And when I did that, the girls just fell on out because this bathing suit was too big. It was very loose. So the girls just popped on out. And there were some men there. And I'm like, and I and I went back into the pool. That was my aha moment that I wasn't Big E anymore and that I needed to go down a couple of sizes in this swimsuit. But I was constantly thinking I was Big E. And I also didn't look at the scale for a whole year. I just went by clothing. So I didn't even I refused to get on the scale. I was kind of nervous about getting on the scale. I didn't want to go by numbers. Right. So the first year I didn't even touch the scale. So I was basically, so when I was seeing myself, I was still seeing Big E.
Right.
But I do have greedy girl issues still. Absolutely. Yes. I still have greedy girl issues. Yes. That's why I work out.
Gotcha. I've interviewed E before, Sis before. Y'all go check it out. You know what I'm saying? And we actually celebrated her, what was it, 10 year anniversary for your surgery anniversary?
I want to say it was 12 at that time.
12? Okay.
12. Yeah, I think it was my 12-year surgery anniversary.
Yeah, for sure. So shout out to that's a hell of a story. You know what I'm saying? So that's a hell of a story, but people don't understand that a lot of people who have those procedures, you know, doing what's necessary to keep it off, you know what I mean, is hard work as well. So you're doing and ladies and gentlemen, I will say this. Sis works hard. You know, she works hard, whether it's meal prepping or, of course, training at the gym. Because shout out to her hubby. Shout out to the hubby.
Shout out to the hubby.
I've witnessed first. I witnessed firsthand. Hey, today is leg day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, man, you better. You need to get up and get. And I told him, you better get up and get per day.
He's like, did you do leg day? Did you do leg day? Did you do it?
So,
yes, I did.
Yeah, I was holding her accountable. Did you go? Because she was sitting there debating, going back and forth with him. You know what I mean? And so, but it's always good to have someone, especially if you're the love of your life and your spouse is pushing you. You know what I mean? That's what's main. That's the main. That's the most important thing. Having those close to you hold you accountable. But anyways, hell of a story. All right, sis, what you want to get into?
Hold on, somebody asked me a question. He said, did you go through any physical preparedness before the surgery, psychological preparedness before the surgery? Yes, I did. So with that surgery, you are required to meet with a psychologist, and you have to go and they question you basically about your motives. And they want to see where your head is. Now, I will say this. It's easy. It's not like they don't go really hard or probe too deep. So if you've done your research, you can answer those questions that they have. But did I go through a psychological thing? Absolutely, because you have to be psychologically prepared for what you're about to go through. You are essentially, for me, for the vertical sleeve surgery, gastrectomy, I just lost a huge portion of my stomach. So my stomach was basically the size of an egg. And with that, you're gonna lose weight. So a lot of people, about 80% are gonna lose weight just from the jump. But psychologically, most people still have to get mentally prepared for wanting those cravings, because a lot of people still have cravings afterwards. And a lot of people, the success rate is low for a lot of us because you still have that craving. So even though you may lose the weight, if you don't mentally prepare your mind and your body to know that this is a new life, it's not a journey anymore, it's your life, because you can't reverse. You have to know that there's really no going back, there's no turning back. And a lot of folks can't get to that. So they will lose the weight and then they feel all good. And then they have some people who have never been small before, then they get to a smaller size and they're like, some people they have that skinny girl issue now. Now they want to pop outside, they want to go eat, drink, wear things that they never wore before, and they go back into that eating habit. But they think, I'm skinny now, I'm not going to gain the weight back. But they didn't mentally prepare for this journey, meaning that it is your life. So you have to learn how to eat. You have to learn how to work out. You have to learn how to condition yourself, because you will always have to work out. You will always have to, eat right. So if you're not there, a lot of these people gain the weight back, and then it's a roller coaster ride. And some of them get addicted to other things. So because they can't eat or eat as much, they'll get addicted to sex. They'll get addicted to alcohol. They get addicted to gambling. They get addicted to different things. So it's like they trade one vice for another vice. You're on mute.
Sorry, guys. I got y'all's comments saved, so I'm going back to them. Joe says you will gain it back if you don't change your habits.
Yes.
CKJ says quantitative questionnaires. Wanda says my daughter-in-law had it. I don't think she's had the success you had.
Yeah, the success rate is low. I want to say it's like 70%. So I mean that's average.
Right. Bro says I have a friend girl who got 2 gastric bypass surgeries. Man.
Yeah, there's some that can be. You can add on to it. You can have the Roux-en-Y. I think mine, I can go into a Roux-en-Y, but I didn't want to do the Roux-en-Y.
Gotcha. Wanda says my biggest weight was 274. She's also said my doctor suggested on 3 different occasions that I have gastric bypass, but I refused because I knew only thing I had to do was push away from that table and exercise.
Absolutely.
She said
absolutely. If I would have had, what'd she say?
What?
If my son pushes me.
My son pushes me, and my number one, and he's her number one supporter.
Yes, I'm glad you did do that. If I had to do it all over again, knowing everything that I know now in these past 5 years, I wouldn't have done it either. But 14 years ago, everything that I went through, that was the option for me.
Right.
Yeah.
So the poll question, pause. What's your main health focus right now? Muscle and strength, weight loss, energy / hormone / testosterone, or just trying to survive? I'm gonna tell you my answer. The answer I chose is weight loss, because
you said weight loss?
I said weight loss.
Okay.
Okay. I say weight loss, but it's more so weight management.
Okay.
Because I have goals, and the goals that I have require me to have control over what I eat, and to have better control of what I eat. This year has been as you know, sis, talk to you behind the scenes. This year has been a transition for me work-wise, because I'm not, I credit myself in taking, having a high metabolism, but also in times past I've walked 20, 30, 40,000 steps a day. That's not happening anymore. And because of that, I can't eat the way I used to. So I say weight loss, but it's not like I'm trying to lose a whole ton of weight. It's basically weight management. So that's the reason why can
I ask you something about that?
Yeah, sure.
What do you, because we've talked about this behind the scenes, and you were used to being very mobile, right? And because you were so mobile, because you pride yourself on walking like over 20,000 steps, right, in a day, over that. And so your metabolism was always going. And so when you say weight management, what for you has changed to make it all about well, not all about weight management, but make weight management a priority? What changed in your life?
Well, my role is, as far as my job changed, and because my job changed, it caused me to be sedentary at my desk. As you know, I was at my desk while doing the 20, 30,000 steps. But now, my new role, as far as with my job is concerned, is more so analytical. You know what I mean? Analytical, and sitting back and delegating job responsibilities to everyone, sitting back, looking at numbers, sitting back on the phone with people, still working, but sedentary, sitting at the desk and making schedules. Every time, 9 times out of 10, ladies and gentlemen, this is the reason why she asked me this question. I want you guys, that's a great question, sis. I want you guys to listen very carefully. Whenever I'm messaging sis, I'm at my desk working. Or if I'm supporting you guys in the chat, in y'all's chats, when you guys are going live, I'm at my desk working and filling out reports, sending emails. And sometimes, I can sit at my desk for like an hour and 30 minutes, and I'm like, man, I got to get up, and I had to, but that still has to be done. And to be honest with you, my role has changed as far as work-wise. I'm doing more work sitting down behind the scenes and delegating and doing all that than I was walking, because it's all mental.
Right.
But so I can't eat like I did in times past, because I was burning that stuff off. Now my role in life is a lot more sedentary. So that's the reason why I chose weight loss. Weight loss, not really. It's not like that I'm I've gained all this weight and I need to lose it and I need to do something. No, it's more so adjusting to life, and I can't eat 3,000 calories whenever I'm not burning those 3,000 calories. See what I'm saying? So what do I have to do? Yeah, I have to watch what I eat or supplement going out and burning that off, doing some cardio, you know what I mean? Because, that's it. My roles in life have changed. So I'm gonna have to, I have learned that, you gotta adjust, you know what I mean? Yep. So that's what that was.
Yeah, he being modest. I told him, I was like, look, you sitting on your booty now. You big dog now. You ain't gotta be all running around in the store, in the what is it, your store? What is it, like Costco size or Sam's Club size?
Yep.
Yeah, all over the place. So now he had to change. I'm like, either you're gonna have to change what you eat, or you're gonna have to do some cardio, bro.
Yep. And I hate cardio.
Right.
I cannot stand cardio. I know Joe is listening in. She's like, Bestie, you got to be heart healthy. You got to get on the, you got to get on the Stairmaster. You got to do something. You got to be healthy. You got to be heart healthy. That's her words, being heart healthy.
Right.
So since you've been getting on my ass about, hey, you're gonna have to change something. You got to change the way you eat, or you have to get off your ass.
Or you have to do some cardio, because it ain't your lifting weights or nothing. You have the muscles, so it's the other.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
He says you need to get one of those stand-up desks and then put walking pad underneath it. Those are good. Have you seen the desk that stands up and then you can
I haven't seen that.
Those treadmills. It's like
oh,
really? It's a treadmill. Yes, it's a treadmill you just put under and you can walk while you're working, while you're doing your work.
I'm gonna have to look at that. CKJ, I did note like my experience with Transcendent Station stuff. Okay. Okay.
And he did ask something up here. I apologize. He said, did she answer? Did she have the answer to the research questionnaire? So I think you were talking about what they look for when they evaluate you for the bariatric surgery. And they are trying to find out about your eating habits, your mental health. Why are you, what's your motivation? What's motivating you to do this? You know, they're trying to see, have you done any research? And so if you've done the research and you know your why, then you pass that psychological profile, that psychological evaluation.
So they're trying to
are you just...
So they're trying they're trying to make sure that your head is in the right place and you're trying to do, your head is in the right space.
Correct. But like I said, you can dupe it because there's so many people that pass that, obviously, but then they get the surgery and then they don't do what they're supposed to do.
Right. Shout out to Selena three time.
Hey, Selena.
Shout out to Mr. Robert Sprite. Shout out to you, bro.
Hey,
Shout
Mr.
out to
Robert Sprite. This your second or third time? Welcome back. Thank you.
Selena says she's been gaining muscle.
Yes, that is it. We want to talk about that too. Thank you. That's a great one. That is a great one.
Shout out to Survival is my superpower, aka
all
Nesto.
Right now.
Hey, Nesto.
Right. Nesto got all these dang names. I can't keep up, Nesto.
Yeah, she got a channel. That's her channel, Survival. Survival is my superpower. But that's Nesto.
Survival is my superpower.
I
love it.
Shout out to Nesto. Shout out. Go ahead, sis.
Absolutely. No, I wanted to talk about that, especially for the ladies. And I'm glad Selena popped in and said that, because I feel for 2026, 2025, and 2025, 2026, it's not really about, especially for the ladies, it's not really about, calories in, calories out, losing weight, unless you're obese and there's a need for you to drop weight, right? But for the most part, I think a lot of folks are sounding off on building muscle. It's very, very important to build muscle, especially with us getting older, like Gen X, baby boomers. It's very important to build that muscle, because that muscle protects your skeleton.
Yep.
So when you get older, the older we get, the more muscle mass we lose, unfortunately. And so when you get a lot of folks that, especially when they get older, they get a lot of osteoporosis, right?
Yep.
They get a lot of brittle bones and things of that nature. And so you have a lot of older people who fall and end up having hip replacements because they can no longer, their muscles are not there. But it's not, I read somewhere, it's not that they fall and broken your bones. It's that your bone broke, your hip bone broke and you fell.
Right.
Because it's weak, because they're not working out. You're not lifting weights. You're not protecting that skeletal muscle with muscle to break those falls, to not even have the fall. But if you do, you can get back up. So it's very important for us, men and women, because you see a lot of feeble, 40 and 50-year-olds, and they walking around here kind of, barely making it because they don't have a lot of muscle mass. Women, ladies too.
Yep. It's funny that you say that, because I was telling Thriving Global Joe about a guy that's my age. We started with the company that we worked for around the same time. He actually took my spot. He He took my spot in the new role where he's doing. He was on a ladder. It wasn't like he was far up, sis, on the ladder.
Right.
But he's my age. He's got some health issues. Whenever I first met the young man, he was really, really skinny. He was married. He was skinny. Probably he's about 6 foot, 6'2", 6'1". Back then, I first met him. He was probably maybe 185 pounds, something like that, 70, 80 pounds, I say. Mm-hmm. But he's had some health issues along the way, major health issues. He got big old, he doesn't drink beer, but he got big old gut. He's got.
You got that cortisol gut.
Yeah, he got some issues, man. But he fell off a ladder and he dislocated his hip. Now he hadn't seen a gym. He doesn't supplement right. He eats whatever. You know what I mean? So even a guy like that who's a Gen Xer falling off a ladder and just, if that was me, I would have bounced. I have fallen off a ladder and it was just a few feet, and I got right back up. You know what I mean? But you don't work out and you don't strengthen your body, strengthen your skeletal system and your nervous system, and of course your muscular system. You're going to you're bound to break something and you're bound to hurt yourself. And so that's a perfect example. You know what I mean? And that just happened here just a couple of days ago. So.
Right. Oh, wow. Is he okay?
He's not going to take the job. He's not going to take the job at all.
He's not going to take the job.
Because remember, the role that I was previously in, I was all over the place. You know what I mean? You have to be physical in some way, form, or fashion. And whenever you're not physically fit, it ain't gonna happen, bro. You know what I mean? So
right.
But yeah, he dislocated his hip.
Oh wow. I said what I said. I said my leg muscles came back quickly just by using the treadmill.
Absolutely.
So, I would say this, and again, I am by no stretch of the. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not nothing. But I would say the treadmill can help you preserve muscle, what you already have. But unless you're lifting weights, you're not building muscle. So you need to build muscle. I don't know. Would you agree with that or disagree?
Well, if I said what I said, who is on a fitness journey and she's getting some, I do agree with you. But if you're not accustomed to being on a treadmill and you haven't been on a treadmill for a long period of time, or you haven't been on a treadmill in forever, you're gonna see some type of benefit of that. But over time, you're going to have to strengthen your legs a little bit more.
Yes.
Because your legs, just think about it. If you're on your feet, you know what I mean? Your legs are the strongest part you have. So what I mean,
she said, I ain't messing with.
She said she was on my show. She was sore as all get out.
You don't go hard in the paint. I said what I said.
You gotta walk before you crawl.
You gotta walk. You gotta crawl before you walk.
Crawl before you walk.
Yes.
I want to. Selena had this one right here. She's like, "This protein with creatine." Yes, it does.
Yes.
Absolutely.
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 Protein is very, very important for muscle building. And we're going to get into our supplements. We're going to go supplement for supplement. But yes, creatine and amino acids are very good for your for muscle building. So definitely Definitely. And if you don't get it, I'll wait. I'll get it. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm getting anxious. Getting anxious.
Okay, let's get into it. Let's go.
So is there any other hold on. Somebody else said something.
Muscles building and muscles building helps bring back the outer skin back closer to muscles that effectively assist in restructuring your figure. Yes. I agree.
That's how you can look. You can weigh. You can be heavier in weight, but your physique will look like you're smaller. People who lift weights, who bodybuild. That's exactly what I did the next day after. Lord have mercy. You got to work slow. Rome wasn't built in a day.
You gotta crawl before you walk. You gotta ease back in. You gotta ease to it. You gotta ease into it.
You gotta ease into it. All right. Let's talk supplements.
Oh shit.
What do you do for what do you recommend for the men? What do you recommend?
Man, I recommend, man.
Not everything you take.
Man, look.
What do you recommend for the men but everything you take? You a different breed.
I am.
You are.
I wish I could. I got about 20, man. I got about 20 bottles. I got about 20 bottles. Yeah, hunchy.
Who said hunchy?
Look here, man. I supplement every day. Now we've talked about this before, right? And let me reference my statements and what I'm about to get into by saying this. First of all, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm telling you what I do. And the average man my age is not going to be. I work some crazy hours. The average man is not going to work like me, and the average man is not going to. Take the physical and mental stress that I take on a daily basis. I've been told by It's Just ETV and Joe Delaney, how in the hell are you? You know what I mean? Because when I get done with this, when we get done with the show, I haven't had a day off. Look, y'all, I haven't had a day off in 7 days, and I'm not going to have a day off until Christmas. That's the way it's,
that's crazy.
So, but I found whenever I talked to It's Just Eve this afternoon, and I was like, man, I'm kind of tired. But now I feel great. But I'm gonna have to get up about 4 a.m. and start my day. All right. Now, I haven't drank a carbonated drink, soda or any type of fruit juice in. Joe, how long is that? It's close to 10 years, Joe. I haven't drank or something like that. I haven't drank a carbonated drink or anything like that in a long time. But I do supplement. Supplementation does not take the place of food, ladies and gentlemen, but supplementation is very necessary because what you don't get out of your food, you need to supplement. You know what I mean? You're not going to get a lot of vitamin C from your food or vitamin E, D3, vitamin E, all of the supplements that we're talking about. You're not going to get all of that each day that your body requires from food. So there's nothing wrong with supplementing. You know what I mean? And that's what that word is. You're supplementing and you're getting the nutrients from supplementation. And every supplement that I take or herbs. You know what I mean? Herbs and things that are natural. You know what I mean? So you asked me a question, sis. What I suggest for me? That's
as foundational, not as what you take as a whole. You can still get into what you take as a whole, but what would you suggest for men who are of a certain age?
Okay.
Shout out to brother of a certain age.
Brother of a certain age.
Like Gen Xers. Yeah, like Gen Xers. What would you suggest if they don't take supplements? What would you say? What would they start with? What would you recommend?
Well, if you don't take supplements, now I told sis I wasn't going to get into talking about vitamin C, vitamin D3, vitamin E. But if you don't take supplements, you need to start off with that. Vitamin C, vitamin D3, vitamin E are all vitamins that you need to help fight off infection, fight off sickness, help your immune system. Those are just the things that we got taught in high school and grade school that the physical education teacher taught us. So if you don't take supplements, then start off with those, because vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin C, fruits and vegetables, all those things I would suggest you do. As a man, we talk about Gen Xers, and if you're Gen X, you're 40, 50s, you know what I'm saying, or beyond.
Mm-hmm.
As a man, there's things that you're not going to be able to do that you were doing in your 20s or your teenagers, as you were a teenager. So taking supplements is going to help you sustain all that. You know what I mean? I know a guy that, for example, men, if you're talking about being your testosterone and vitality and fertility and all of that, they do have, testosterone replacement and all that. I don't believe in all that. If you do that, that's you. But I don't believe in all that. Because
you don't believe in all that?
I don't. Because if you eat healthy and you supplement right, you eat right, you don't need all that. But to answer your question, sis, once you get to a certain age, man, and sis asked me about this, what do I suggest for men? The main thing, you want your energy levels to be good. Your prostate, right?
Right.
You want your heart to be what it needs to be, right? So,
right.
So those are the things that I would focus on. And so, man, I got a ton of stuff.
What you got?
Okay. So
and your vitamin B, Joe said.
Vitamin B, yes, absolutely. I got a ton of stuff, and I mentioned testosterone, right? Now, all of these things that I'm about to talk to you guys about, about testosterone, these are natural herbs, all right? These are natural herbs that I take. And so, guys, men, if you're listening, if you and I'm not trying to be funny, I'm being honest. If you want to continue to have, your testosterone levels to be where it needs to be, because look, your energy level and your sexuality functions and all of that all has to do with your testosterone being low. You know what I mean? I hate to say that. If you have no energy, you have low energy, men, talking to the men, that means your testosterone is not where it should be. So I have been fortunate enough to be friends, of course, being in the bodybuilding realm or whatever. I got friends. I want to say shout out to the Vitamin Shop and the guys here in East Texas or whatever that I buy my supplements from or whatever. But I've been fortunate enough to have people around me to that research and know this stuff. But as a man, you know, I as a man, talk about testosterone. I think that the first thing you guys to have healthy testosterone, to get you some. I take this supplement here. It's Tongalit Ali, and it's got Tribulus. Okay. All of that right there is these are herbs, and it helps you with your stamina. It helps you with your energy. It helps you with your performance as a man. You know, now we all have women, or wives, significant others. You know, if you have a wife or have significant others, we want to please our significant others. And the only way we can do that is our testosterone has to be healthy and has to be functioning. You know what I mean? So, so this Tongalit Ali is one of those things that I've been taking for a number of years, and this is the brand that I take. And it boosts your testosterone. You know what I mean? It increases your libido. This is science, ladies and gentlemen, but if you got erectile dysfunction or whatever, it aids in helping you out with that. You know what I mean? But not only that,
keep yang up.
It keeps your yang up. You know what I'm saying? But also, you know, Tongalit Ali and Tribulus and all that. I have this is Tongalit Ali and it's and Tribulus mixed together. All of that helps you with, you know, with your strength, you know, your strength level. You know what I mean? So that's what I suggest. Also, one of the other things, you know, as a man, ladies and gentlemen, as a man, I'm just trying to help you guys out. Prostate issues, or you get to a certain age, you're going to have to be prostate conscious, you know, prostate conscious, right? So I take this, I don't know if you say hawthorn berries. This helps out with your keeping your testosterone healthy, right? I got saw palmetto. It also helps you with your prostate, so forth and so on. Men, this is great for you. And I got let's see here.
Hey, DR.
The Bay
Area baby in the building.
And of course, I got, what else I got here? I got astragalus. Astragalus here helps you out with that. Yep. So, but anyways, those are just a few things there that I take. You know, these, you know, as a man, you guys, you know, trust me, man. You know, I'm not a doctor. Yes, I use that also for my hair. Selena, absolutely. I use that for my hair. Is, you know, it's thick and it's it grows really fast. My beard grows really fast. Once I started to use saw palmetto, because you know, I you know, my hair just started getting thick. You know what I mean? So absolutely. I'm glad you said that, Selena. Also, magnesium. I take this on a daily basis. Magnesium orotate promotes healthy testosterone. Ashwagandha helps promote healthy testosterone. Citrulline, it helps with your heart, because if you want your pencil to be with some lead in it, but it also you want to be heart healthy. Citrulline here. What else I got here? I got whenever I said ashwagandha, I said astragalus. I'll get into that too. My sea moss here. Yep. It helps out with, you know, my skin, my joints, my immune system, energy. And then my secret weapon here. Now I've cycled off of this stuff, but I'm my secret weapon here is Shilajit. Shilajit. You know what I mean? Men, women as well. Shilajit. You know what I mean? So I hope you guys, those are just a little, those are just a little bit of what I take, you know what I'm saying?
Vitamins.
But I start my day, look, I try not to, I drink coffee. I don't put any sugar in it. But I drink coffee, but I want to show
black coffee.
Yeah, I drink black coffee, but I want to show y'all something. And sis asked me, but I start my day off. I didn't bring it because it's in my office because I drink it while I'm checking my emails. But I want to show y'all something. I'm gonna present the screen, and I'm gonna show you guys something that I take. And where's that? Oh, there we go. This is what I take, and I put it in my coffee, ladies and gentlemen. This is what I take. I take this, and I put that in my coffee. 10-in-1 complex. All right, 10-in-1 complex, and that is mushrooms. Mushrooms. 10-in-1 complex. And all of that right there, man, it's 10 types of mushrooms that are all in one. You know what I mean? And so it's got lion's mane in there. It's got all sorts of stuff in there that helps you with energy. And instead of me putting a bunch of sugar and so forth, this helps me with my energy. And by the time I get done with my cup of coffee with my SBK, I got an SBK mug in my office. I start off my day with a scoop of that right there. And I cannot tell you how much that helps me just start my day off. You know what I mean? With that right there.
I've been doing that for years.
Yeah. So, but those are just some of the things that I do. Some of the things. I don't share everything, you know what I'm saying? But also, I take what's called a nootropic. And it's this right here. I take a nootropic. It's got ginkgo and all sorts of stuff in here that it helps me with.
Tell the people what a nootropic is for.
Okay. A nootropic is basically helps you with focus. You know what I mean? It helps you. It helps you with. It's got caffeine in it, but it helps you with focus. It helps you. It gives you energy. So instead of me, the main reason why I started taking that years ago, the nootropics, is because I didn't want to drink any more energy drinks. All those energy drinks that you see on the shelf, you got your Bang and you got Monsters and all that type of stuff. So whenever I was in my, about 2-3 years ago, I was working like crazy. And so I was talking to my good friend who's at the nutrition station, John. Shout out to John at the nutrition station. He's like, hey, he said, big guy, you need to try some nootropics. And he gave me one. And nootropics basically it's basically it keeps it's brain power. You know what I'm saying? It helps you
for your mental focus and memory.
Mental focus, mental clarity, energy. And I didn't consuming all those energy drinks and stuff like that, man, is not really good for you. So he said this is a healthier alternative. So it really helped me out whenever I started taking nootropics, and so there's always healthier alternatives to start your day off, other than getting some coffee and loading it with a bunch of sugar, a bunch of refined sugar, or getting you all these damn energy drinks or whatever. You know what I mean? There's always going to be a healthier alternative for that. So. So I take credit in that, and I'm thankful for that. So those are just a little bit of some of the things that I take. That's not all the stuff that I take, ladies and gentlemen, but But yeah, those are absolutely. Yeah, so I highly recommend, especially if you're up there in age or whatever. You know, what I mean, I'm with you. I'm with you, CKJ. He said no blue pills for me. We still finding the oil. Did I mention I got 9 kids? So I want to say shout out to CKJ because the blue pill thing, you don't really need all that stuff because I'm trying to be, I'm being PG. Look, man, I want to stay the way I am. Whenever wind blows by the soldier down there, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to rise to the occasion, just like the emperor on Star Wars told called out Darth Vader.
Lord Jesus.
Rise.
Lord.
I'm just saying, shout out to CKJ. You know what I mean? If you do what's necessary, you don't have to go to the doctor and get the blue pill. I'm just saying.
Nope.
I'm just saying. And so I'm just saying. So CKJ, am I right? I'm just saying. So that's the reason why these young people, whatever, these young men, whenever you're abusing your body and you're taking all these drugs and stuff, whatever, and you're a pill popper, whatever, you know what I mean? I listen to young women talk about their boyfriends. They can't get that thing up or whatever because they've abused their body with all, stuff like that, and that's what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to stay the way I am. You know what I mean? So that's it.
Okay. So that's what you got. That's what you recommend for the men.
Yeah, that's just a little bit of something. You know what I mean? But
okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, let me see what I got for the ladies. Just a baseline for the ladies. Let me see. Where can I start? I'm gonna start with you always need a vitamin B complex. So I hope you guys can see this. And these, as you can see, it's a vitamin B complex. And it also it's methylated. And so what methylation is, there's a lot of people who cannot absorb certain vitamins. B is one of them. Some people have they call it forgive my language, the motherfucker gene. And if you have this gene, your body doesn't methylate, it doesn't absorb. So you want to get a B complex that most people don't absorb it. So you want to get a methylated B complex, and it has B12, which is very important. Most people are deficient in B12, and it has folate. So folate is, you don't want to do folic acid. Folic acid is synthetic. Folate is what your body needs. I get this from Costco. It is very clean. It's a very clean product. And I would recommend it for just a base, for just foundation, as your foundational supplement. Also get you a good fish oil. And this one is omega-3 fish oil. And it has EPH and DHA. So these are all heart healthy, brain healthy. It's triple strength. Again, Costco has some really good quality supplements right now. And again, I checked these out. I did my research on them, and they are no GMOs. I like it because they are soft gel. They're clean. They're not the hard tablets. So if you see these, I don't know if you can see that. These are the types of soft gel tablets. Very clean, no food dyes or coloring in them. So that one I would recommend. And then the B, I don't know. Hopefully you guys can see that. It's not that big. So hopefully you guys can see that. I'm not doing a very good job. There you go. So that's the B. I recommend that. And then I take D3 and K2. And D3 is very good for your health as well. The K2 is there because you don't absorb D3 naturally, so you need that K2 to help with the absorption of the D3. It has the calcium that helps. I'm messing this up. Can you guys see that? Okay, there we go. So D3 and K2. And then like SBK said, brother said, you need a good magnesium glycinate. This is good to calm you down. If you have any type of pain, like you can use it for recovery as well after the gym. Very good for you. It will help you sleep. So magnesium glycinate is very good. I take that. My husband stands by it because he kind of pulled his back muscle, and he took this and it helped him sleep, and it helps him. He was maneuvering again. It kind of took away the pain from his back. This is my because I have, this is me personally, this is not for you. I would say base wise, vitamin D3 plus K2, fish oil, and your vitamin B complex. Those are foundational. You can't go wrong with those. Now I add on top of that, for me, because I had a fatty liver when I was big E. I had a fatty liver, so it did recover by eating right and taking the right supplements and exercising. So I went and had an MRI, and it said it was unremarkable. But I'm very cognizant of liver health, and so I take liver detox. I take those in the morning. That helps me. And then because I do not have a gallbladder, anybody who does not have a gallbladder, which means that your bile is kind of like it doesn't have that natural path anymore. You want to have an enzyme, take enzymes, and this helps with your bile. It helps with if you don't have a gallbladder. It also helps if you are a person that has acid reflux. Now this, I got off the proton pump inhibitors, PPIs, that they gave me when I first had the bariatric surgery, because I had acid reflux really, really bad. And they put me on those PPIs. But they didn't tell you that you were only supposed to be on those PPIs for 6 months to a year. But my doctor kept subscribing them for years. So I took myself off of them because it causes kidney damage and liver damage long term. And so I take these instead. So these definitely help with digestion of food, and it will help you if you have acid reflux or any type of GERD or anything like that. This definitely helps with that.
I have a question.
I also take, go ahead.
So with your liver cleanse, does it contain milk thistle in it?
Yes, this one does. It does, yes. And I also, I didn't get it back. I take milk thistle.
Yeah.
So I make teas. So I have a lot of, I have milk thistle, I have burdock root, I have dandelion root.
Yeah, I got milk thistle.
Yeah, milk thistle. I have soursop leaves. So I make a tea for the house. And I put all that stuff in there, and that helps with my liver and kidneys. What did she say? Okay. Oh, and then I also take, I forgot this one, zinc and copper. Zinc and copper is for your immune system. You would want, I would highly recommend that you take both. So zinc and copper go together. There's certain things that go together, like D3 and K2, zinc and copper. Those are things that you want. They help to facilitate the absorption of the vitamins.
Right.
So it's certain things you want to take together.
Right.
Now, with brother, we all do mushrooms, but I introduced brother to mushrooms. The mushrooms. Now, this one it has 17 species. This one has turkey tail, what is it? Cordyceps, lion's mane, changa, maikaki. Dang, it had everything. Shoot, that's too many. Shoot, shiitake. It has everything in this one, but it's a powder. I like the powder, but I like the liquids now. So I'm off the liquids. You know me and liquids. So I have reishi and I have cordyceps. And these are for energy and relaxation. So I put these in my coffee. So like him, I do coffee. These are in my coffees. This is my coffee mix.
See, we take the same thing.
That starts my day.
We take the same thing, but my reishi, my lion's mane, my cordyceps, my turkey tail. You know what I mean? I just you got 18 and I got 10. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, that was only for the powder.
Do you take the shiitake?
I try shiitake. Yeah.
Your shiitake. Yep. I the shiitake.
The shiitake. Yeah. The shiitake. Yes, I do.
Okay.
I put that in my coffee. So I put this in my coffee, and the liquids, and then I also add in my coffee collagen. So hopefully you guys can see that collagen with peptides. I usually like collagen with colostrum, but this one will do. This is a good one. And then also in my coffee, I put bulletproof MCT oil. So that's for your brain health as well. Definitely. Now, this one, if you drink this coffee on an empty stomach, your brain is going to just fire off. It will fire off instantly and you will be in a mode of focus. So I'm just going to tell you that. When I take this, it puts me in a mode of focus. My brain just lights up. It's like it's firing. What else do I use? Those are the basics. I got a whole lot of. I got chlorophyll that I take. Sea moss. Again, liquids. I'm a liquid girl. He's a powder pill guy. I do sea moss, black seed oil. This is ashwagandha, burdock root, and bladderwrack.
Yep.
So I don't use this all the time because I have the tea that has all that in it that I make.
See, you got that's the same company I use, but I got it in pill.
Yeah. See? I like liquid pill. I like liquid because it hits the bloodstream quicker.
Right.
I like quickness.
Yeah, that's the same company, but I got a pill for them. Bladderwrack, burdock root, black seed oil, ashwagandha. Yeah.
Exactly. So I take a lot. And then I don't know if you guys know about this one. Bitterburr. This one's good in the winter, excuse me, in the spring. You can substitute this for, instead of taking allergy pills, you can take this Bitterburg. It's good for it says muscle support, but it's also good for your allergies. So you don't have to take the allergy pills. And then also for my liver, I'm very liver and kidney conscious. So NAC.
Yeah.
Also for my liver.
Yep.
Yeah. And then you said nootropic. Here's my nootropic.
That's powder
form? My nootropic.
Is that powder?
Yeah, powder form. Mm-hmm. That's my nootropic that I take. And that's in smoothies.
Yeah.
That's in smoothies. So I take a lot.
So what is your nootropics have in it?
Oh shoot.
Has ginkgo in it?
This is straight. Hold on. God dang it. Step into the light, Carolyn. Step into the light, Carolyn. I can't even see it. It is polyglytate.
Okay.
Polyglytate extract. It's a root.
Yeah.
But that one's just straight. Because I like to make my own little blends. I like to make my own proprietary blends. So that's why I do a lot of powders that are like separate. I like to play with formulating.
Yeah, Joe, she was making fun of my readers.
Okay. What did he say? How long? I take collagen with MSM is good too. That's good for hair too. MSM. How long did it take you to learn how to eat proportionately without barfing? It didn't take me long, but you will always, if you have gritty girl issues, you will have a moment. I usually I will always have a moment with pasta, rice, and chicken. That's why I don't like chicken, especially white meat chicken. So I usually like stray away from a lot of chicken because of that very thing. But proportions, I know what I can eat. I know how much I can eat.
Yeah.
Within reason. But I always watch myself with chicken and pasta and rice.
So that's what triggers that's what triggers you, chicken,
yep.
Pasta and rice.
Yeah, it fills up my system too much. It swells, I guess you can say, and I can have a moment. So I'm very cognizant of that. What do you say?
You said a moment. I love it.
I can have a moment. I got my greedy girl time.
So
now I wanted to ask you about. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. It wasn't none. Go ahead.
Hydration. What say you?
So what you want to know about it? About my water intake?
What do you subscribe to? So do you just subscribe to just only water, right?
I drink water. I don't drink. I drink
no
water.
Electrolytes?
I do. Here, let me show y'all my electrolytes. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
And I only say that while he going to get it. I only say that because hydration is, he's getting it. He gets like this big old thing full.
This is amino energy, but it's amino energy. But
okay.
This is what I use for electrolytes. So I put this in water, of course, and especially during the summertime. Now, during the winter months, sometimes, but when it gets extremely hot here in Texas or whatever, this is what I use, and it's my uses electrolytes. Very good for you. So Gatorade and Powerade and all that stuff or whatever, man. Too much sugar, man. You know what I mean? Too much sugar, too much salt, too much sugar and salt. So this right here, Amino Energy, enough electrolytes in here to help you out. So that's what I use.
I asked because I know. Do you go to the restroom a lot because you drink a lot of water?
Yep.
No. Okay.
Yep.
Because it's just running through you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it just depends, but I'm almost 300 pounds though, man. I'm almost 300 pounds. So, so I'm almost 300 pounds. So, but in order for me to, I've got to have water, you know what I mean? And even if I wasn't training, I would still be somewhat have some size, you know what I mean? Because that's just genetically, that's just the way I am. But I have to have water, you know what I mean? Summer months or whatever during the summertime, 2.5 gallons of water a day. You know what I mean?
Now they say that water runs right through you, but the reason why you're dehydrated or drinking so much water is because water doesn't hydrate. That's what they were saying.
Okay. Gotcha. You still there, sis? You kind of stalled.
I'm still here.
Okay, you kind of stalled.
Oh, shoot. Hold on.
While I'm holding on, reading y'all's comments, I believe that is why my teacher friend has bladder issues. A lot of people in work environments are dehydrated and/or bladder issues, can't get up or go drink or use the restroom. Joe laughing. It's only because my body rejects it. I tell you, I don't mind being. Y'all crazy, man. Y'all crazy in the chat. That's what. Y'all crazy as hell. Yeah, Joe, I know you don't eat meat. And Joe, I know you have benefited from not eating a lot of meat, and that's, I know that personally, you know what I'm saying? From testimonial. What about you, sis? I know you eat meat, but do you benefit do you have to have meat? I know you eat it, but what say you about that? Because I have my, it's nothing wrong with being a vegetarian or whatever, but what say you? Are you I know you eat meat, but do you eat it in control? Do you control your meat, or how what's the ratio for you?
So I used to be vegan. Well, excuse me, not vegan, because vegans that's the religion dang near. I used to be plant-based, primarily eating no animal fats. I did that for 2 years, and I did see a huge benefit in it. But I do eat meat. I went back to eating meat, and I went back to eating meat because in order for me to lift the way I want to lift, the type of muscle mass that I want, and to be able to lift the weight that I my goals, it's better for me to have my protein come from animal fat as opposed to plants. I don't what your choice is what your choice. I've done both, but I see better results in me being able to put up more weight when I lift with regards to if I eat protein from animals, and I primarily eat. I love a good. I love red meat, so a good steak is my thing. Do I eat it like all the time? No, but I eat more meat now than prior. So I went back to eating meat, and I eat shellfish. So I eat, shrimp, things of that nature.
Gotcha. Just said my fiance talks about increasing rates of colon and digestive issues in kids, and the possible connection to the rates of other issues. I think she's talking about with meat. Now look, there's a lot of diets. There's a lot of diets, man, with the carnivore.
Mm-hmm.
There's a friend of mine that works with me. He was trying to convince me to go strictly carnivore. But here's the thing. I don't want people to get the misconception. Your body has to have carbohydrates. Carbohydrates is your body has to have carbs. It's just the type of carbs that you need.
Complex.
Yes, to help you keep your energy levels to where it needs to be. You know what I mean? What are carbohydrates? You break it down. Hydrate. It's got water in it. You know what I'm saying? It's just the type of hydrates that the type of carbs that you need to help you, like I said, to sustain your energy. You know what I mean? Are you going to get energy from eating a Snickers candy bar? Pause, Jen J. Pause. Joe, pause. Are you going to get energy from? Yes, you will, but the effects of all of that sugar is going to catch up with you, because you're going to end up gaining weight. You know what I'm saying? All that sugar, all that salt, all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Pause. Pause.
And I wanted to
go ahead.
Ask the question to Jen J, because she said her husband, or no, her fiance talks about the increasing rates of colon and digestive issues in kids and the possible connection to the rates of other issues. Would you say he's talking about eating meat, or is it these highly refined processed foods that most kids eat? Because most kids don't eat a steak, a grass-fed, grass-finished steak, or a, good quality meats. They usually eat like fast food. They eat sandwich meat that's heavy in nitrates, and hot dogs that, have God knows whatever in it. You know what I'm saying? So it makes a difference. As opposed to a person that eats, good quality meat, have a nice vegetable, maybe a nice steak with, broccoli or asparagus and an avocado. That's all three of what you need.
Yeah, she says not just meat, but overall diet with highly refined processed
foods.
And then she also says right here, I'm talking about junk food.
Junk food, yep.
Yeah, Doritos, McDonald's.
Yeah. That's not veganism. I know it's not meat, but it's not veganism. Because some people go, "Oh, I'm a vegan. I eat Doritos, Lay's chips, Cheetos."
That's how she eats your food. I said that's how you eat your food.
Yeah, that's how you eat. Yeah, that's a complete meal. You got your healthy fats, you got your, your complex, carb, and you got your protein.
Yeah. Well balanced meals. Yeah. But what are your thoughts on the carnivore diet, sis?
I think it has some potential to it. Like I said, I've done something carnivore keto. I've done that as well, and I had really good results from it. But I just couldn't sustain it. I didn't want to sustain it. I needed some type of vegetable. So I'm vegan only. Right? Yeah, so carnivore, I do believe some people can, I've watched a lady, she's on here. Well, she's not carnivore. Her name is Stephanie Keto though, but she is 58 years old, and I swear for God that woman has a body of a 21-year-old.
What's her name?
She's still Stephanie Keto. And she's still a skateboarder. She's a melanated woman. She skateboards, rides horses, and still looks good.
I want to say, I just want to say shout out. Look, if you're a woman and you eat your greens and your cornbread and it's going all in the right spots, shout out to y'all, man. Greens and cornbread with spinach and all that. Because look, man, it is what it is. It is what it is.
I would like to know what y'all gonna cut back on. Get the cornbread fed. Cornbread fed. What y'all like to cut back on? She said sugar. Somebody else said sugar. Sugar is the devil.
It's the devil?
Sugar is the devil. It's in everything. You really gotta watch it. If you cut your sugar, you'll see a difference.
Oh, I'll be right back.
Okay. If you cut your sugar, you'll see a difference. What do you say? I love my morning coffee and organic honey high. I love that. I put honey in my coffee sometimes as well. Cheese. I can't eat cheese. I mean, I love cheese, but cheese messes with me a little bit. But not goat cheese. Don't have any problems with, or a good quality cheese. I don't have a problem with. I love a piece of cheese. I love a good charcuterie board with some cheese on it. You speaking my language. When you say green beans, potatoes, tomato. Lord have mercy. So y'all want to give up sugar? What else do you guys want to give up in 2026, or at least try to give up in 2026? Just sugar? Yes, Kobe Jack. I love me a good brie with some berries. I can get a little bougie with my charcuteries. I don't have a problem with food at all. I have a motivation problem of going to the gym. You don't have to go to the gym. I said what I said. You can walk in your neighborhood, do some exercises at home, use resistance bands.
Oh yeah. But
I recently switched over to Kerrygold. Kerrygold is good. I love Kerrygold butter. Yeah.
I'm now sis asked me earlier about what to take as a man and all that. What I suggest. Yeah. All the stuff that I suggested, that I highly recommend for men. Mm-hmm. It gets you to this point. And I want to show y'all. I want to show y'all something. It gets you to this point, and I want to show y'all what I'm talking about. I want to be vivacious, and I want to enjoy life, and
Did you say vivacious.
Vivacious, I sure did. And I want y'all. This is what I want to get. I want to do.
Oh, Lord.
I know it's girl, and you know I need it too. Cause I found the way searching for. Here, my dear. I don't have to look no more. In all my days, I've hoped and I prayed for something. You make me right now, that's all I want to do.
Oh my God. Why you put him up there? Lord have mercy.
I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? I said what I said. That's how I'm going to show up. You see that finger? That finger was pointing like that.
I can't with you.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
That's gonna be SBK.
That's gonna be me. You know what I mean? That's gonna be me. That's gonna be exactly me. Oh my God.
What you want to get? Show him one more time, cause he act a fool.
Oh, talking about old dude? Yes. Talking about me?
No.
Me?
Old dude. Oh, yeah. You got a video? You got a video like that?
Oh, do I have a video like that?
Do you have a video like that?
Oh, no. But you know what? I said what I said. And ladies, if your man is not acting like this, here we go back to old dude. Here we go. Y'all hear it?
You're the reason why I love you so. I don't want you to go. You're the girl who makes me feel so
good. I'm just saying.
Cutie pie.
I'm just saying, you know what I mean?
Your cutie pie makes me feel so good.
I'm just
I gotta
saying.
Put the song up.
Oh Lord. Anyway, you got that finger like that.
Okay, that's that finger. That finger and a two-step.
And he's snapping.
Oh my God!
I'm just saying, you know, that's what ashwagandha and Tongalit Ali and that Tribulus and the beats. Now, Joe, you said why I didn't say nothing about beats. Now I always talk about beats.
Okay.
Those the things that I talked about tonight is things that I haven't really gone into in depth. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, so since you want to get into training, you know, I know you want to get
Let's
into.
go.
So, so to answer the
look at that back.
Huh? Oh shit!
Look at that back.
Now look.
You see that back?
look at them back? Arms. Look at them arms right there.
Look at them arms.
Look at them arms. Look at them arms.
You see that?
You
see that?
Say.
Okay.
So sis, what's your main health focus right now? I want to know what you answer.
Oh, I'm glad you asked. My main focus right now is I'm trying to get muscle. I'm trying to build up my muscle. That's for me. It's very what you say, sis. You say my sis arms are my goal. Okay, I love working out arms.
She says that all the time, and I tell her, only way to get like that, you got to push yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got to lift heavy. You got to lift heavy. You can't go in there and just be doing stuff that's easy. You got to push yourself. You just have to. You do.
You do.
You know?
And I have a cheat code which is called Hubby. So Joe works out, but Joe gets in the gym on a solo dolo. So I have a coach who talks much crap to me and won't allow me to lift light. He will tell me to put that shit down and go get that bigger weight. So I don't, even if I pout, that mess don't mean nothing to him. It don't mean nothing. But yeah, that's my goal to definitely, I want more muscle because I'm good top heavy, but I really got to get back into the bottom half, which is funny. Younger, I used to be able to push up 4 plates on each side.
That's crazy.
Can't do that. Can't do that. So that is me lacking on my legs only. So this is why I was saying what I said. I said what I said. I was, heavy into running, cardio, things of that nature. Swimming. Yes, it keeps me lean in my legs, but when it came back to me pushing up weight, I can't push up the weight I used to push up. So I'm trying to get back to that. And so I have to, I have to, I have to progress. So I'm trying to progress in that because I did lose that ability to push up 4 plates. So that's definitely my goal. I want to go into my later years. I want to be able to sit on a toilet without having to use a bar. I want to be able to put on my socks and shoes without, having to, strain. I want to be able to get on the floor and get off the floor. Yeah. So those are goals. And you're probably saying that's ridiculous, but you lose that the older you get.
It's funny that you say that because I was in the barber chair yesterday and I was telling people this. It's in the barber chair and my barber was had me laying down and she was doing my beard. Mm-hmm. And we heard a noise because it's a barber shop and it's a beauty I guess a hair shop next door to them, but they share the same building. And we heard a lady fall. We heard, you know what I mean? But I heard how you I didn't mean to make, I'm not trying to be funny, but you know how your skin hit a floor, it's like, you know what I mean?
Yep, that slap.
That slap, yeah. So my barber went to see what was going on and she came back and she said, can you help this lady up? So I get up from the chair, I go to the next room and lady was just sitting down there and she couldn't get up. She had to be 300 pounds. You know what I mean?
Oh wow!
And she couldn't get up. So it's older ladies there at that beauty shop. You know what I'm saying? So, two of them were behind her, and I was able to get her up. You know what I mean? But that's exactly what you're talking about. You know what I mean? If she was to fall at home, you know what I'm saying? There's no way she would have got up. You know what I mean? There's no, and you can tell that the lady, bless her heart, they're not taking care of herself, not mobile. You know what I mean? Not mobile at all. You know what I mean? Now you might be, you can still, a person can still walk and so forth and so on, but you're still not mobile if you can't get off the floor. Like you said, you can't get out of bed. You can't get off the toilet. You know what I'm saying? That's not mobile. You know what I mean? So I'm glad that you brought that out, sis, because us Gen Xers, getting strong and preserving what you have or trying to preserve what you have should be the goal. You know what I mean? There's some 70-year-olds out there that are killing it. You know what I mean, in the gym.
Yep.
And they don't look 70 years old. I know
they don't look 70
at all. You know what I mean? That's motivation for me. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. So, there's men and women.
Men and women. Yep.
Men and women, and it's rare. Even though I see it a lot, we see it a lot here on social media. But believe it or not, it's still 50% of America is obese.
Yep.
Still half of America is obese.
Yep. Yep.
So, even though we see it a lot on social media and you think it's the norm, it really isn't.
Yep. Yep. So
and
we'll
these
get
70-year-olds. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Yeah.
And these 70-year-olds that are out there doing the damn thing, they are an anomaly.
They are an anomaly. So about this training thing, what you got on the training thing? What you got on it?
Well, I wanted to ask the ladies, what are you looking? What are y'all looking for? What are y'all looking to work out? What part of your body? I told you mine is legs. So for me, legs and my glutes. So for me, the thrusters, I had a damn machine, but thrusters, deadlifts, I do love. And then the what's my machine that has put the 4 and 5 plates on it. That's my goal. Those are the ones that I don't like, that I have to do in order to see results. Now, what I love to do is deadlifts. I love the abductor. What is it? The abductor, abductor, and
abductor, adductor,
Thank you.
adductor. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
In and then
yep.
push out.
Push in and you push it out.
Yeah.
Yep. Those are my machines.
Like
and then I do. And then I like for my thighs, I'm very strong in my husband will tell you, he's like, you be lifting, you be trying. I lift heavy on that with my front.
The hip thrust. No.
Where it works my thighs, my upper thighs. The machine. What's the damn machine?
Leg extensions.
Thank you. Leg extensions. So I can lift very heavy on leg extensions. I don't know what it is about this part of my legs, but I can still lift there.
Celine says she's going 4 days a week.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
So,
but my favorite is for ours, the bench press and my back. Yeah, I love to bench press. I don't know what it is. I love the bench press.
Legs are my favorite part to work out.
How did I know that?
I love working
boulders. The boulders.
What'd you say?
The boulders.
Oh yeah. I love working there, but I can't work them out. They grow too fast. You know what I'm saying? So,
but see, you're an anomaly because you're also, well, this is one thing you did teach me that I do subscribe to. Take your breaks.
Oh yeah.
And don't work out. Don't lift.
Don't overtrain.
Don't overtrain. Yes, because I do, when I take breaks from trying to lift heavy, I come back stronger, and I can lift more. Yep. Yeah. It's like my body really just needs to recover. And it's like, I don't need to, like, because normally I work up to certain weights. Like I'll start out with like the 20 or the 20s and then 25, then 30. So now I skip the 20s. I go 25, 30, 35, right?
Yep.
35, I always need assistance.
Yeah.
From the hubby. I be trying to put it up and I be like,
you're struggling.
I be like, so he got to come up underneath me and lift it up. And once I get it up, then I can push. I can do it. But
you get to a sticking point and he helps you push.
Man. So that's
a good thing. That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
I hate it.
Even though you hate it, that's a good thing. But you know where you're sticking at, in order for you to work, get past that, you gotta work on your what's called your accessory muscles to help you lock it out. Work on those triceps, you know what I'm saying? Work on those shoulders, and it's going to help you out with your bench press. It's going to help you out with your bench press and so forth. So, that's awesome right there. That's awesome. But I love to work legs, man. I get so, but the thing about it is, if if I work out legs too often, then I'm not going to be able to fit into my. It's hard enough as it is to, if you have a waist or whatever, and then I can't put my quads in my jeans or my, what I'm saying? Your quads get too, big to where you can't fit into your pants. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, you gotta.
My husband.
That's true.
He's like, I can't. You are, because he's like, I can't. My pants fitting too tight, right?
That's true. You know what I mean?
I don't like y'all.
I'm just being honest, because if you got quads or whatever, man, I take pride in. I ain't like these ninjas out here, man, that don't work out their legs, bro. You know what I'm saying? I got, my legs are like bulls. You know what I'm saying? And so, these dudes that be working out upper body and have the Despicable Me type body frames or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I say Despicable Me.
Yeah. You know what I mean? All you're doing is your body is misproportioned. You know what I'm saying? You got to work your legs out. Your legs are your foundation. So, I take pride in working out every body part. You know what I'm saying? But my legs are my strongest point. So you're never going to, I take pride in wearing shorts in the summertime. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Showing off these bulls. You know what I'm saying? Because, that's hard work. You know what I mean? Do I like to bench press? Yeah. Do I like to work out, with deadlifts like you were talking about, sis? Yeah. But, I got too much going on, you know what I mean, to be working out
right
all the time, though. But I work out legs every 10 days. I kind of, for the, years, I've worked out legs every 10 days. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But
I
don't lift heavy like I did. I don't lift heavy like I did.
And why is that for you? Why do you not lift heavy? Because people would look at you and assume that you are a heavy lifter, correct?
Right. Well, the reason why I don't is because I've built a foundation over the years to where I'm not trying to gain a whole bunch of mass. I already have it. So I'm just trying to maintain. Now, do I push myself? Do I push myself in the gym? And yeah, I do that. But as far as going in there and going balls to the walls and trying to lift the gym, I don't have to do that anymore, because over the years, as I said, my brother said, from 8-9 years old lifting heavy, I don't have to go in there and lift 400 or 500 pounds. I can get more out of getting my reps in and getting that deep burning sensation than just going in there and lifting 500 pounds for a couple of reps. So for me, less is more. Getting more quality reps in, mm-hmm. and my form, getting a good range of motion, having a good cadence, you know what I mean? And what I mean mm-hmm. by that cadence, whenever I'm going down with a rep, controlling it, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Controlling it all the way down, controlling it all the way up. It's more important to me as I get older to get more quality reps than to go heavy. So I've built a foundation over the years with muscle mass to where I'm just maintaining.
What do you say?
Do you bench with your feet on the floor or feet off? You know what, CKJ? He said, do you bench with your feet on the floor or your feet off with the bent knees, rope your stomach? I think you're talking about. I don't subscribe now. I see a lot of guys do that, but I've always benched, and I've always been taught to bench whenever I have benched with my feet on the floor. That supports your back. It gives you good back support. I tried with my legs up, bent knees and all that. I tried that, but then I ended up tweaking my back. You know what I mean?
Does he mean lying on the bench with your knees to your stomach?
I think he means lying on the bench. If I'm not mistaken, CKJ, you can correct me. Are you lying on the bench and you got your legs up and your legs are crossed? And is that what you mean? Over your with your knee, when you're on the bench and you're lying flat and you got your knees up there crossed. Yep, I've seen that. Yep, that's what he's talking about. I believe that's what you're talking about. See, I've seen guys do that, but I've done that before, but I remember doing that, trying that one time. I'm gonna try that years ago. End up tweaking my back. So I always subscribe to putting your feet on the floor because it gives your back support.
Over the stomach, what are you saying?
Over your stomach, yeah. What y'all think of hip thrust?
My feet on the floor.
Yeah, I hate them.
I hate them, but they're necessary evil. But I hate them.
See,
they're good for the glutes. They're good for the butt, for the backside.
It is, but see, I'm old school, man. You see the hip thrust being. You see it on Instagram. Women doing it, and since you get good results out of it, you subscribe to it. But see, if you're doing squats and you go parallel or below parallel with squats, I feel like, in my humble opinion, have I tried hip thrust before? Yeah, I have, but I feel that you could get the same results by going below parallel.
Give an example.
As we used to call it, as we weightlifters used to call it back in the day, ass to grass. Ass to grass. But if you're going down doing squats and you're going below parallel and you go up, whatever, you're getting the same results. But I know that hip thrusts are very, very popular, with the lady folks. You know what I'm saying? So
they are, and for me, who can't do the, what did you say? What did you give the example? What is it called? Butt to the what?
Ass to grass.
Ass to grass. Okay. So I don't do ass to grass. Squats are not my friend. So hip thrusters or lunges, and I hate lunges, but lunges do the trick as well.
Yep. But
you can't put your ass to the grass.
Ass to grass.
Ass to grass. You do you hip thrusters.
But those hip thrusts can come in handy if you got some knee issues. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah, Selena, ass to grass. Yep. That's an old terminology that weightlifters use. Because it used to be, if your ass is not, if you don't go below parallel, and what I mean by if your ass doesn't go below parallel, because if you're going, I used to get made to do it over in high school. You know what I mean? They make you do it. That doesn't count as a rep. They start all the way over. I used to do squats. I used to do squats until my nose bled.
Oh my God, no.
I used to do squats. To shout out to my boy Darrell. He looks at our lives too. Shout out to my boy Darrell. He used to make me do squats to the point to where I used to barf, after reps, and then go back and do more.
Barf?
Oh yeah.
Ugh.
So. Yeah,
they say outfits. When I see more dudes,
I agree, bro. I tried hip thrust just to see, once, and I was like, try it. I'm like, man, I don't know about all that.
Yeah, I would say if you have bad knees, or
if you got bad knees, ladies, you know what I'm saying, those hip thrusts come, but I'm just old school, you know what I'm saying? I'm just old school,
ass to grass, ladies.
Ass to grass. Ass to grass.
Ass to grass.
Bro's watching. He doesn't see me do reps with 500 pounds, squatting and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So I ain't got no damn little ass chicken legs, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that comes from the heavy squats, 655 pound deadlifts, all that shit. But I don't do all that no more. I don't have to do all that. Ass to grass. Ass to grass. No half reps.
Ass to grass.
No half reps.
No
half stepping. So.
Oh my God.
But anyway.
Okay. What about what I want to ask?
I know you was talking about home exercises and stuff like that. I know you wanted to. You was talking about that.
Or did I ask? Did I ask about pre-workout?
No, you didn't.
What's your take on pre-workout?
Once again, she's asking me about pre-workout. What is pre-workout? Pre-workout is. Where's my pre-workout? I got it right here. But what is pre-workout? Pre-workout is powder form supplement that has caffeine. A lot of it has a lot of B12 in powder form. It's a concoction, exactly. And
beta, isn't it beta alanine? Beta
alanine. Now here, let me
beta alanine
show the one that I
creatine.
use. Now I think I told you. Now this one right here, hold on just a second.
It has creatine monohydrate, right?
Yeah. This one has citrulline, taurine, what else it has in here? Beta alanine, black pepper extract. It has caffeine in here. This one has lion's mane. What else has got up in here? Now look, I don't, as the disclaimer says, this info on this channel is not medical advice, but all pre-work, do I suggest that people take pre-workout? I think you should consult with your physician first, because if you have heart issues, or if you have high blood pressure, or you're sensitive to caffeine, I think that you should not take it. But if you don't have, but if you, if you're not sensitive to caffeine and you don't have any heart issues or whatever, consult with your physician. But I've been taking pre-workout for years. So I take pre-workout before I go to the gym. It helps me with mental focus. It helps me stay focused, gives me energy. You know what I mean? So I've been taking it for years. So what's up?
All right. The hubby came in. He like, where all the damn vitamins and supplements? He like, you got all my shit in here.
He got it all in there.
Like, he came in. He like, there go the super enzyme. He got all the.
He was trying to look for.
I moved everything in here. Yeah, that's all I'm laughing.
But yeah,
would you?
Go ahead.
So you said you again, we're not physicians or trainers, or he's not active. But would you say a person who doesn't go to the gym on a consistent basis, meaning At least minimum 3 days a week, max 5 days a week. They shouldn't be thinking about pre-workout?
No, I don't suggest that you do. That's just my opinion. I think if you're going to consider pre-workout, you gotta get you some time underneath your belt. You know what I'm saying? Before you do all that stuff. You know.
Absolutely.
I don't suggest, because I've been doing this for years, and I don't want to stir anybody. Just get some time underneath your belt, and then consult with your physician. Say, hey doc, I want to take experiment in taking some pre-workout. This is one. If you don't have any heart issues or anything like that, and they say fine, then do that. But like I said, it's a supplement as well. These are supplements as well. You know what I'm saying? Now this stuff right here, this shit right here, this right here. I think I told you. I told your hubby, yeah, you got to check into this.
Yeah.
This the average person can't take this. You know what I mean? Just can't. I mean, so you got at Walmart. Walmart takes they have C4 powder and all that. They got Hyde. What about people who take pre-workout before they work? I know people that do that. I do. I have before. You know what I mean?
So that's if you don't have a sedentary job.
Right.
You can't be sitting on your bum
right
taking pre-workout. Because some pre-workouts, not all pre-workouts are the same.
Right.
So some can make your heart race. Some can make your body tingle, itch. Different pre-workouts affect people differently.
Right.
But it's definitely not for anyone who is sitting in a cubicle at work on your bum. Don't take no pre-workout.
Right. But yeah, I've been taking pre-workout. But to answer your question, sis, I don't suggest someone who's starting out or just been working out just for just a brief amount of time. I don't suggest you do that. You know what I mean? I just don't.
What do you suggest for a person who is, I wouldn't say beginner stage per se, but they really don't have an idea of what they're doing or what they want to do? They're just going at this point to get into the gym, just to make sure that they're coming into the gym. What would you suggest?
I suggest you reach out to people to someone that knows. I want to say shout out to Miss Wanda. Miss Wanda, if you guys have followed Miss Wanda, Wanda has a personal trainer.
Yes.
If you can afford a personal trainer, a good one, do your research on that person. Make sure that they know what they're doing. Make sure that their lifestyle equals to what they're trying to teach you. There's a lot of these personal trainers out here that are frauds. You know what I mean? They just take your money. You know what I mean? If you cancel, then they're still going to get paid off that. So in order for you, if you're someone that doesn't know where to go, you know what I mean? You don't know how to go about it, ask someone there's possibly people that that would love to help you. And they wouldn't even charge you. They just write you up a plan or just tell you, and you just make a mental note of it, write it down. But I just suggest that you reach out. You know what I mean? If you can afford a trainer, do it. And then once you get to a certain point to where you don't need that trainer anymore and you think that you can do it on your own, then go ahead and do that. You know what I mean? Of course, Google is your best friend. You know what I mean? There's some reputable trainers out there that are online that can help you. I got someone that I have lined up to do an interview. She's a personal trainer and does meal prep. You know what I'm saying? So just reach out to people. You know what I mean? There's such thing as online training. There's such thing as people that do online training. They can give you some advice virtually. So there's things that are accessible to you. You just have to reach out. But like I said, you know, if you know somebody that's close to you that works out, that lives a healthy lifestyle, they work out and they know their stuff, then reach out to them. And I guarantee you, if they know you, they're going to help you out, you know, free of charge. I know there's a lot of people that want to ask me questions about working out, but they're so ashamed. They're kind of like ashamed, and they're kind of like timid, and they don't know how to, you know, wouldn't know how to take me. But I literally like to answer questions, and if I can help you, I can help you. Now, if I tell you about something, if you ask me about something, I tell you, and you do otherwise, and it's not working for you, don't expect me to ask you to help you again. You know what I mean? Because that's you know, if I tell you something, especially if I tell you something, you hurt yourself. If I tell you not to do something, you do it anyways, you end up crashing out. I'll never help you again. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I can never be a personal trainer.
That's why he can't be a personal trainer, y'all.
Not at all. You know what I mean?
I would say this. Sometimes if you're new to a gym, depending on the gym that you go to, a lot of times for new people who have just signed up, they offer a free trainer for like a week or two.
Oh yeah.
I would say take advantage of that.
Oh yeah.
And, you know, have them walk you around and show you each machine, what each machine is for, you know, things of that nature. So you can get the lay of the land. That definitely helps. And then if you, like SBK was saying, you know, kind of partner with people. I like challenges. So I like doing different challenges. If you have like certain gyms nowadays, they have like circuit or less meals or some type of a form of what is it called? Why am I having a mental block? It's where they compete with the big tires and they.
Oh, you're talking about. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's I know what you're talking about. I
can't think of it right now.
I got it at the tip of my tongue. I know what you're talking about.
I have it at the tip of my tongue too. But CrossFit. So a lot of places now, gyms, because they lost people to CrossFit and all these little like specialty type gym type of situation. So now some gyms offer that type of stuff. Get involved in that because it's group based.
Yep.
And so you get to work out with a group of people and you guys are all learning together.
Right. There you go.
And forging friendships.
There you go. And a lot of those group, when you're working out in a group, you don't realize that a lot of the movements that are done in the group, you're working out your entire body. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Those are great ways. Sis, you want to answer this? I can or you can. Nesto says, I have a question about working out. I had a heart attack while walking and exercising, which resulted in open heart surgery and then diagnosed with lung cancer, which resulted in the loss of a lung. She said, never smoked, always ate healthy and exercised, but now I have limitations. What do you recommend? I say that you should work closely with your doctor. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because if you should ask your doctor, and then you should ask your doctor what you can do. What's the best way to? What's the best way? What can you do? Because of course, they're monitoring your heart, and they know how much. They know how much you should do and how much you can't. You know, so it's all about being heart healthy. So I'm sure that you need, work closely with your doctor and ask your doctor of what kind of low impact exercises can you do to build your heart to have your heart stronger. With you, the main thing about you having a heart attack is to be heart healthy. You know what I mean? It's to be heart healthy. So to answer your question, you should be talking to your doctor and saying, Doc, I want to be heart healthy, but I also want to be active. You know what I mean? And of course, with you having a heart attack, you're going to have low impact movements.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You can't push yourself to the brink. You can't push yourself to the point to where you can't breathe, feel like your heart spot. Yeah. So you're going to have to ask your doctor and work closely with your doctor and ask your doctor what's the best route to go. And 9 times out of 10, the doctors will tell you. So
absolutely.
So
and just
go ahead, sis. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, and how can I say this? And I don't want to come off anti. Come with suggestions for your doctor.
There you go.
Don't always just assume that they know just because they have credentials.
Yep.
But come with some examples. Yep. Hey, is it okay for me to do aqua aerobics? Is it okay for me to swim? Because those are all low impact.
There you go.
Is it okay for me to do yoga or Pilates? Something that is not going to take a whole lot of effort, but you're going to get a lot from it. Ask those types of questions. So come with suggestions instead of asking him, what should I do? Do some research and like, hey, this is, I really want to get moving again. I know it's important, not only my diet, but also, exercise, and come with some suggestions. I'm interested in this. Do you recommend this? And if they don't, or they don't have the answer, ask them to point you to someone who can help you get the answer. So kind of, you got to lead them sometimes, a lot of times.
And see, Nestos and folks that's listening, everybody has specific goals when it comes to fitness. Now, Joe, Thrive and Glow with Joe and Sis, they want to get stronger. Me, I want to manage my weight. With you, your prime focus should be heart healthy, and low impact might be just the thing for you. You know what I mean? Low impact exercises, yoga, Pilates, all of those things require just it's just low impact. It would be great for you. You know what I mean? Yoga is very good for you. You can get stronger. You be stronger. You can be mobile. Helps out with your posture. Great exercise. I've done it. Yoga ain't no
like
fun.
what Jen J. Right. I like what Jen J said. She said most primary doctors don't have the credentials. They are trained to diagnose and prescribe. Most have nutrition. Most don't have nutrition and wellness training. This is true. I was trying to be nice. You probably know more about it than your doctor. I was trying to be nice, Jen J, but yes, you are so correct. They don't even get this training in med school. But she said, what you can, you can refer them. You can ask them to refer you someone.
They can.
Because they don't. All they know how to do is diagnose and give you pills. So that's why I was saying be proactive and come with suggestions. And if they can't answer, ask them to point you in the right direction.
Yeah, very good, very good. But that everybody has specific goals, and your goal should be to just be heart healthy. You don't want to ever have that happen again. So you want your heart to function the way it should be, and of course having cancer, that takes a lot out of it. My mom had cancer, and she had breast cancer or whatever. She pulled through that, but after having radiation and all that type of stuff, your body is never the same. Having radiation and all of that, it just throws off your body chemistry. So I can understand, if you've had cancer, your body's, you've had all that, surviving that, I can only imagine. So it's all about, your quality of life.
Yeah. My dad had open heart surgery. So he had a heart attack, open heart surgery, and he had prostate cancer. So they definitely told him to change the eating habits. Definitely told him he still needed to, get some type of, cardio in, but not take it easy, right? Take it easy. But let them tell you that.
Yeah.
Again, we are not. But look, I've been around my dad, and you definitely have to change some things, but you can definitely still live a good quality life. You just have to find some people that you can work with that can kind of like lead you into what you need to do.
Right. Absolutely, J. Survival really is her superpower. That shout out to you though for asking questions.
Yes.
That stuff. It really is your superpower. So, yeah, absolutely. So,
it sure is.
What else you got, sis? I know I'm here. I love asking questions. Talk about this stuff.
We talked about, what did we talk about? We talked about the protein. We talked about hydration. We talked about our supplements. I think. Hold on. Let me make sure I got everything.
Yeah.
Let me make sure I got everything. Oh, what do you subscribe to macros, or would you recommend someone subscribing to macros as far as eating?
Man, I don't take any calculation of macros. But if it worked, my answer to that, sis, is that if you calculate macros and that helps you or whatever, go ahead and do it. But me personally, I don't take any calculation of macros. I just make sure that I have the, a balanced protein, carb, healthy fat. I just make sure I have that. But I know a lot of people take in, they really calculate the macros and all that. I've never been, I don't want to say a fan, but I've never really took it that serious. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I agree. I do it, or I did it when I compete.
Right.
So when I have to do the challenges, macros are essential. With your meal prep, you have to know, your carb, your fat, your protein, right?
Right.
But if you're not doing any of that, to where you're being restricted on a regimen, meal prep, and working out twice a day, 6 days a week,
yep,
I don't recommend it.
Yeah.
I don't recommend it.
If you're not competing, or you're now if you're competing, if you're a competing athlete, oh yeah, you got to. That's absolute.
Everything counts.
Oh yeah, you got to. That's real. I couldn't be.
You couldn't compete.
I've been asked today. I wouldn't have no patience with that, because you got to weigh your food and all that, man.
Yep.
I can.
And the littlest thing will throw it off. You think you want, some barbecue sauce. You just put a tablespoon on there. You didn't throw every damn thing out.
Yep.
Just with a tablespoon of some sugary barbecue sauce.
And then your water intake and all that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You know what I mean? I can't.
Exactly.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
I agree.
I've been asked, hey, that body of yours, how come you just don't? I'm like, hell no. And then the leading up to the show, your irritability, your mood changes.
Because you're hungry.
Yeah, you know, can't do it.
Okay.
Do it. And I like
you
to
are
eat.
Hungry. I agree. It's not for the faint of heart at all.
Nope.
Now, if you want to be just regimented, you know, take your hand at it. It's good for what it's good for.
Yeah.
If you're trying to get into a bikini, or you're trying for a wedding, or you know, you have a goal that's going to take you like 6 to 8 weeks. Yeah, I would say do the macro thing, meal prep, and work out like a runaway slave. Absolutely. Yep. But other than that, no.
I can't do it.
Oh.
I can't do it, man. hey, sis, have you ever taken a body fat? Have you body fat?
We have them at our gym. I haven't done it. I have one at home. But it's not as
the pincher.
Yeah, the I don't have the pincher thing at home. We have it at our gym though. I don't want to know how much body fat I have.
Oh, you haven't done that?
No. Well, the one here tells me, and I don't even like what it says, so I dang sure don't want one that's more accurate.
Is it accurate, you think?
I say no. But you know. I say no. Yeah. But I know I'm kind of fluffy in certain areas, so you know. Have you taken it?
I've taken it before.
So was it accurate for you?
I think it was accurate back then.
Back then?
Back then. I don't know what it is now.
You ain't gonna get a...
Hell no, I still got one.
Like, I ain't getting that down.
See, whenever I got certified, back in, what year was that? 2013.
Mm-hmm.
When I went to school for that, we all got issued one of those personalized body fat device thing, you know, the pincher.
Right.
Of course, I still got it in here. In fact, I got my Joe was visiting last week. My certificate, my personal training license. I think she did it on purpose, Joe. Joe, you ain't about Joey. I can't stand you. My personal trainer's license was on my coffee table. It was like, so, but we had our own. You know, that was part of the training. You know, to take your body fat. But of course, that's not the most accurate way to take your body fat. They said the hydro. They getting in the water.
Yeah, that hydro chamber.
Yeah, hydro chamber. Yeah. I knew you did that, Joe. I knew you did that. But my license is right here on the table.
Oh Lord.
So she did that on purpose. So my license is on my personal trainer's license is on the table. But I know a bunch of stuff, sis, but I don't have the patience to sit there and babysit people or whatever, and they just don't do what they want to do. I just don't. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Because very few people are serious. I wouldn't say serious. They're not ready. I'll be nice and say they're not ready.
Why is that? You think? Why is that? They got good intentions, but they don't want to put it. Would you say they have good intentions, but they don't want to put in the real effort and the real work? They feel like they should do things. They do things their way, get results, and it's not going to happen. Do you agree with that?
Right. I absolutely agree with that.
Okay.
Some people, it's hard for them to see past what they know, and it's hard for some people to take instruction, right? They always, it's just some folks, not everybody.
Right.
Some people don't know how to take direction. And some people it's not their time yet. They're not ready for whatever reason. So I think, some people come with the intention, like we're going to see a whole bunch of people in January come with good intentions to the gym, take up all the damn equipment for a whole 30, maybe 45 days. And then they're going to fall off because it's not like it's what you say. They're like, I'm on this journey. I'm on this weight loss journey, but they haven't flipped the switch that it's not a journey. It's your life. It has to become your lifestyle.
Right.
So if it's a journey, journeys end.
Right.
You may have a journey. Oh, I'm on this journey for, I want this, size 20, I want this size, X amount waist. I want this, this big butt. I want, my back to look good. So that's the journey. That's the goal. And then once they hit that, then they relax.
Yeah.
So it's just a journey or a goal to something. It's not a lived lifestyle.
Right.
What she say? I just like all seeing all licenses. I just like seeing all licenses. What she do? She took it from you?
No, I think it was on my coffee table. She came to visit a week or two ago, right before Thanksgiving, I believe, or something. No, I forget what it was. And it was laying face up. On my damn coffee table. And so I knew it was her that did it, you know what I mean? So I just
What'd she do?
She just left it there. Just left it. I mean, it's the certificate, it was just there, you know what I mean? So I like I said, and weightlifting and all that stuff and personal training, it's all a lifestyle. I have a trophy over here where I competed in powerlifting as a novice back in 2002, and as a novice. Now, back in 2002, I was, I was young and full of beans, and I won my division by competing for the first time as a novice, and back then, I remember back then. Now I was very weak in the bench press, but I was young. But I had a 530 something odd pound deadlift, and I had a 500 pound squat, over a 500 pound squat, at close to a 400 pound bench. You know what I mean? And I won. I got this big old trophy right here by my door. Lifting, like I said, if you build a foundation, that's with anything. When you have a foundation or whatever, that's what's important. Building the foundation first. Yes.
What'd she say?
My brother.
I remember that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, wait. They said sleep. What's your take on sleep? I got my take on sleep.
You got to have sleep, especially whenever you are. And now, sleep is very important. Sleep is necessary, especially when you get up in age. I'm not calling anybody old or anything like that, but my take on sleep is you got to have it. That is your time to where your body repairs itself. It's resting. You need to rest your mind, your body, your muscles. As you were saying, your nervous system, sis.
Yep.
Your skeletal system, it needs to sit your ass down. Go to bed. You know what I mean? So as you get older, you need that. You know what I mean? You need that. So there's a direct correlation between people who don't get rest and don't get sleep and you getting sick. I challenge you, if you get sick, it's because you're pushing your body to its limit. You know what I mean? Now, that's every blue moon whenever I remember about Joe, how long was that when I had that's when we were affiliated with the other group, sis. I admitted myself in the hospital. I had pneumonia, I had bronchitis, I had all of that, man. But then again, that was mainly because I wasn't sleeping. I wasn't sleeping. I really wasn't. I was working I was working overnight by choice. Then I worked overnight into the day. You know what I'm saying? I was just doing some crazy shit. I'm just saying. And so you're going to end up getting sick because your whole body chemistry is off. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So sleep is very, very 2022. Yeah. I had called Joe. I called Joe. Was like, I remember telling Joe, I was like, Joe, and my brother, he can remember this too. Somehow I don't know how he found. I think Joe told him, but I don't ever get sick, sis. Thankful. I don't ever get sick. But whenever I do get sick, it's a direct correlation between getting sick and not getting proper rest. So
right.
I admitted myself in the hospital, put me in, I was dehydrated and all that stuff. And I think Joe told my brother or whatever, and he puts it on Facebook. but he puts it on Facebook. But I know but that was his way of saying he's worried about his big bro. You know what I'm saying? And I remember the post that he put up, hey, y'all don't go by and visit him, y'all just pray for him. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So because my thing, I don't ever get sick. But if I get sick, it's a direct correlation between me not getting rest. You know what I'm saying? So rest is very important, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I mean?
It really is. If you
don't sit your ass down and get some sleep or whatever, your body's going to make you sit your ass down by any means necessary. So that's what I think about that.
I agree, and studies have shown, because I'm also looking into that. That's also one of my goals, is to set up a sleep schedule.
Yep.
Because they were saying you set everything else on the schedule, but when people ask you what is your routine for sleep, it's all over the place. And they're saying you should have a scheduled time to go to bed, a scheduled time to wake up, and don't deviate from that.
Yep.
And that helps with so many things. It helps with your cortisol levels. Yep. It helps with your mood swings. It helps with your cravings, eating, like not eating like a couple of hours before you go to bed, like creating that schedule. Because believe it or not, and I'm a creature of habit, sometimes I like to snack before I go to bed, but it's to my detriment, because when I wake up hungry. I wake up craving, yep. Which is not good.
Yep. Because
I'm an intermittent faster. Yep. But if I do that and I eat something sweet late at night, right before I go to bed, it kind of throws me off for the morning. And the fact that I'm not getting 6 to 8 hours of sleep, I'm getting less than that. So it messes you up. It's called your circadian rhythm. Yeah, your circadian rhythm.
Yep.
So it's very important. It throws a lot of things off your sleep. It predicts your mood and your next day. So it's definitely important.
JJ said adequate rest is like having security guards protecting your immune system. Absolutely. If you are sleep deprived, it's like having no security system. You are going to get robbed. That is a great analogy. That is a perfect analogy. That is a perfect analogy. She says stuff that you all think is for people your age is sometimes what kids need to do. Need to do too. No shade, but there are some parents that need to bring their kids on the wellness journey with them.
Absolutely. I agree with that.
I totally
agree with that.
You're preaching.
Yes. And she said, these kids are walking around deficient. We all are, believe it or not. We really all are, because you have to look at our food that we have now.
Yep.
Some of it is fake.
Oh, yeah.
So we're actually deficient in a lot of things.
Yep. I said what I says the food has a lot of hormones and additives that it's fattening the kids. Absolutely.
Yep.
Dang, SBK, blessings. Glad you made it through. Oh, man, I was out of there, man. I was out of there. You know, and every time I was telling sis, man, the past 5 years, at one time I'm telling y'all, and I was telling sis behind the scenes preparing for this show that I had a panic attack. I've never had a panic attack before in my life. All right. But and this is also due to not having rest. I'm glad that you're asking these questions, sis. But I had a panic attack a few years back. Once again, shout out to my bestie, Joe Delaney, so happened to be in town. And I was sitting down at my desk. And it felt like a damn 500-pound man was sitting on my chest, and I could not breathe. I had some water here. I thought, so maybe I'll drink some water. I could not breathe, so I immediately called Joe and said, "Hey, can you take me to the hospital?" You know what I mean? And so, to make a long story short, rushed me to the emergency room, and they immediately hooked the EKGs up to my chest and stuff, and to see if I had a heart attack. Of course, EKGs is going to let the doctors know. You know what I'm saying? If you got some abnormal activity, if you had a heart attack, you know what I mean? So they ran all the tests. They did a chest X-ray and all that. They drew my blood and all that. Came back perfectly normal. So and during that time, I don't know what year that was, Joe, but COVID was in full effect. So the hospital was like full of sick people, you know what I'm saying? Masked up and everything. So I'm sitting there and the doctor is sitting there talking to me, and he was like, he said, "Sir, look around you. You don't belong in here." He's like, "What do you do for a living?" And I was telling him, I was like, 2021? Okay. Yeah, okay, that's about right. I told him, I was like, I run a company, blah, blah, blah. He said, "Do you get stressed out a lot?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "You had a panic attack, sir. Have you ever had one?" I was like, "No." And he started describing all of the symptoms. He said, "Do you get any rest?" I'm like, "No." Like, no. He's like, "Well," he said, "probably you need to kind of, need to ease up." You know what I mean? So, once again, that's all correlated to rest. You know what I mean? Having the proper rest. So,
absolutely. And if you can't sleep, well, they say get some blackout curtains. They work for me.
I need some of those
blackout curtains.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It make the room extremely dark. Cut the TV off.
You are a vampire, aren't you?
I am. And take this glycinate, this magnesium. Take some glycinate.
You stall, sis. You stall.
Oh shoot. Did I stall again?
Yeah, you stall.
I sleep with a mask too.
Do you?
Get you some sleep. Hold on.
So you gotta go. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he basically said
Hold on.
okay. Yeah, Jay, he basically said you don't belong in here, sir. So was I going to the gym? Yeah, I was. Yeah. I was going to the gym. It's just that I was working like a crazed man, Queen. I wasn't getting any proper rest. I wasn't sleeping. I wasn't. I was eating at odd times. I was working at odd times. I had a lot of stress on me. Yeah, that's what happened. So, yep, that's what happened. Yeah, Jen J, Sis lives that vamp life. She lives that vamp life. Yeah, Sis lives that vampire life. You on mute, Sis? Can't hear you.
I'm not on.
Okay, there you go.
You hear me?
Okay, there you go.
What you call me, a vampire?
Yeah. You live that vamp life.
I am not. This is a good one too, y'all. Magnesium is good. Magnesium is the truth. Get you some magnesium. You'll sleep like a baby. And you'll be relaxed. No pain. Would you say good for you going to the hospital? Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was a crazy time, but I don't ever go to the doctor for, but I'm just thankful that I went to the doctor. I know why, me going to the doctor those 2 times the past those years is because of no rest, not getting the proper rest.
I said what I said. You said you a sleepyhead. Okay, but when you came home and you was tired and couldn't walk from the gym, take you some magnesium. That magnesium hit different for that. It's recovery. It helps with your recovery. You'll recover quicker and you won't be cussing at everybody talking about telling you to go to the gym.
Take you some glutamine. I got some glutamine over here. I got some glutamine over here. That's good for recovery. You know what I mean?
He said he knows the game. Yes, sir.
Yep.
I love this stuff. That's why I talk a lot about a lot of what we're talking about. I talk about on Disrupt and Discuss because I love this type of stuff.
Yep.
And I didn't me and him were supposed to do this. But then he went and got 25 jobs and couldn't do it. So he had to be a Jamaican. So,
Hey, but seriously, I say with that magnesium, I take magnesium. I showed y'all I take magnesium orotate. You know what I mean? It does help you. It does help you. You know what I mean? But this one right here, not only with rest, but it helps you as a man.
Yes.
It helps you as a man to it helps you as a man, I said what I said, be a certain way. And not that one. It helps you be like this. I said what I said. Be like that.
You're the reason why I love you so. I don't
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
want a girl who makes me feel so good.
That should be like that. Oh my
with
goodness!
Little pocket. See that's that cortisol. You see that beer belly? That's that cortisol up
That's
there.
that cortisol.
That's that cortisol.
So yeah, men, take your vitamins so you can be vivacious, like that brother there. You know what I'm saying?
What's your cheat code? What's your cheat code? What's your personal cheat code for yourself?
Personal cheat code?
Mm-hmm. If you had to, like, everything that your whole, what's your regimen? What's your cheat code that you would say when I do all of this, I'm at my optimum?
If I'm gonna tell you my cheat code. I went over this, but my cheat code, if I just had, hold on, these three things here have been my cheat code for the past. That's sea moss,
Mm-hmm.
ashwagandha,
Mm-hmm.
and shilajit. Especially this one right here, shilajit. Those are my cheat code. These three combined as a man, they tell you take these three combined as a man. But this one right here has been my cheat code. Anti-aging, anti-inflammatory, endurance and strength, energy. So if I all of the supplements that we talked about tonight,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like these three right here are the cheat code. Code. For me, those are the cheat code. I feel like, man, I feel like that I'm gonna be honest with you, sis. I feel like I'm at my peak as far as I've never felt like so much energy and just the whole 9 yards. I feel strong. I don't feel, I have my days where I feel sluggish, but I know why. That's because
Right.
you go to a certain, you're not resting and not doing the you know what I'm saying, not doing what's necessary to get the rest. Of course, it's going to catch up with you. But these three, ashwagandha, shilajit, and sea moss, have been my cheat code.
Okay.
That's my cheat code.
Okay.
These three supplements have, it helped me with, growing my hair, my beard, my skin. If I break out and stuff like that, I'm not supplementing right. Or it is what it is. I'm just saying.
Okay. Did you say protein and iron are my game changers? Okay. I love it. What you say? As an aging woman, my cheat code is D3 with K2. Yep. Collagen, creatine, sea moss, and protein. I agree. Mine is pretty much what I showed you. My zinc and copper. Your girl love her mushrooms, the shrooms.
Yep.
Get it popping.
Yep.
My MCT oil. That's the coffee. My coffee starts me off.
Oh yeah.
With the collagen. And then like the bee, my fish oil, and like Joe, D3 and K2.
Right. Yeah.
And then also for me, I need high potency iron. I forgot to show y'all this, but that's for anemia. So I take high potency iron. Those are my cheat codes. Oh, have you ever and if I have to say hydration wise, I love these Liquid IV. I don't know if you guys ever tried Liquid IV, but if I run out of Liquid IV, I put some sea salt in my water to help with my hydration so I don't feel dehydrated. Plus, when the sister hit that sauna, I need all the electrolytes a sister can stand when I hit the sauna. Are you pro sauna?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Dry sauna, wet sauna, or infrared?
All of it. Because all of it has its points. Every last properties. One of them. Yep. Every last one of them. You know what I mean? If I was a multi-millionaire, I'd have all that shit in my house. Every last one of those every last one of them. Because that's good for your skin. It's good for your skin. It helps you recoup. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Helps you recover. I'd have all that shit in my house. You know what I mean? LeBron James has all that in his house. You know what I mean? I just read and watched a study on a dry sauna. Men. I'm gonna find the YouTube video again. It helps, and this is only men that have problems with the swimmers. So if you got a problem with your swimmers, you know what I'm talking about. This man did a study. He did, what was it, 38 days dry sauna, right? Now, when he went in and he went in without putting anything on his boys, right? Just went in the sauna. He just had something on his head to keep his head from heating up. His boys, his swimmers, all bad, in the negative, right? So his cheat code was to get an ice pack and put it on his boys. That was his ice diaper, so to speak, on the boys, on the swimmers. It went up. He went up like 50%. So if you go into the dry sauna, unless you want to kill off your swimmers, you don't want no babies, you go in there without the ice pack. But if you want to keep them going,
so his sperm count went up whenever he put ice down there?
When he put ice pack, when he was in the dry sauna for 20 minutes.
Damn.
When he did the dry sauna, when he didn't, they were destroyed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You need to send me that.
I'm going to send it to you. He did a study. I was like, what?
Damn.
Yes. So don't go in there unprotected.
And by the way, y'all take you men take your bromelain.
Take your bromelain.
Take your bromelain.
Where's my damn bromelain?
Mine is. Hold on, let me get mine right quick. Hold
Oh,
on.
where's the bromelain?
I got mine right here.
You got mine? I got yours. Wait. Here we go. Bromelain. Take your bromelain.
I got mine right here.
There you go. Bromelain.
I used to take that brand right there.
This is a good brand.
Yeah.
This is a good brand. And I think you put me onto this brand. I like that brand.
Yeah, it's good. Take your bromelain, man. If you want to have fun with, never mind. I'm just saying.
And we are not sponsored. I forgot to say we are not sponsored by any of these people.
Nope. We need to. So we need to. So all the brands that if you saw your brand, you need to hire us.
Okay.
Serious inquiries. Look.
Protect your neck. Serious business inquiries. Let us know. Tapin.culture@gmail.com. Tapin.culture@gmail.com.
Yes.
Yes.
All that.
Because we promoted a lot of folks. But I'm really into looking at companies for the cleanness of it all. Like somebody put in here, I forgot who put it in here, talking about Centrum.
Yeah.
Centrum is not, I repeat, is not a good brand.
Not at all.
I know doctors prescribe it because it's been in existence forever, but it is a highly processed. It has a lot of fillers, a lot of chemicals, and barely any of the vitamins that it says that it promotes.
Right.
But because it's such a huge company, and I'm sorry to say that, but you can Google all of this. So it's not like I'm lying. It's publicly out there that those are not good vitamins to take.
Now, Centrum's not good. One a day is not good either.
One a day is not good. What is it? Something by Nature. What was the one? Nature. Shoot. I forgot the name of that company, but it's a very popular one. Nature's Best or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah.
Either.
No. They
exactly.
don't. They prescribe it because they get incentives. Yep. Exactly.
Nature's Bounty. Yep.
Thank you. Nature's Bounty. They are not good at all.
Nope. In fact, this in a lot of cases I've read about Centrum, they got so many fillers in it. It's poisoned people, literally. Yep. You know what I mean?
Yep. And it's only poisoning because people take them because so what is it? They only put enough. They put enough in to where it's not. They can't get banned or they don't have to take it all. Just a little. But if you keep taking it for years, that little bit, adds up in your system because you're taking it for years every day. So then it becomes a problem. Some of them are so bad. You might as well eat Skittles. Exactly. And gummies, you got to watch the ingredients on these gummies. Gummy multivitamin, gummy black seed, gummy this, gummy sea moss. A lot of it is more sugar than it is the actual product that's supposed to help you.
Yeah, there's a lot of fakeness on that. A lot of,
Right. Because it's not regulated. The vitamin and supplement companies are not regulated by the FDA like that.
Just read your labels, ladies and gentlemen. Just read your labels. Do your research.
Do your research. I forgot it's a place to look to see about lawsuits or bans and things like that. So just, really, sometimes you have to pay more, but you're getting a better quality supplement.
Correct.
I love this.
Very good.
Very good. I would say, with regards to this, if you take nothing else from this, I would say just do a little something. You don't have to do a major overhaul. You don't have to go in your kitchen and throw everything out, start over. You don't have to join a gym. Just make little changes and stick to those little changes. So if you've never taken a vitamin or a supplement, get you a good quality supplement and start taking it. You don't exercise a lot. Just take a walk outside for 10 minutes. They say a 10-minute walk helps out your metabolism and it gets your metabolism kicked in, and it actually helps your brain as well. Getting outside and walking outside. You know how I always say you need to touch grass. Literally, get outside and touch grass. 10
Yep.
minutes. That's all it takes is 10 minutes.
Yep.
Make little changes. You know, if you eat bad crap food, introduce a salad or introduce a vegetable that you know never ate before and try it in a healthy way. Just make little changes here and there. But she said, enjoy yourself in being mobile and active. Absolutely. And get your bone health. Your bone health, your skeletal. Lift some weights. 5 pounds.
Yep.
What is it? What's the lowest one? 2 pounds? I don't even know what's the lowest weight they make.
It's about two.
Is it
yeah,
2.5?
It's something like that. Yeah.
Get you something. You know, just get it in your hand and move up from there, from 2 to 5, from 5 to 8, from 8 to 10. You know, just do little changes. What about you?
Man, you said it all, man. I just hope that we inspire people to make some healthy habits. You know what I mean? Healthy habits, some long-lasting habits, whether it's supplementation or working out. I love talking about this type of stuff. So I hope that we inspired someone to make some healthy decisions and to do research on stuff and to do what's necessary, as Joe said, to be mobile and to be active. That's what it's all about. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So that's all I got to say about that.
Joe said use cans. Absolutely. You don't have to buy weights.
Yep.
If money is a concern, cans, yes. Jugs of water, your milk jug, your what is that big water bottle that SBK has? That what is it? The
Gallon.
yes, what is it? Aquafina or something like that, or Crystal Geyser?
Yeah.
That big jug. Get 2 of them. That's only what, $1, $2 and something, $1 and something.
$1.
That is weight.
Yep.
Yeah, $1. That's weight. You know, little things make the difference. And then Jen J said if cost is a concern, dang it. Did you get it for me?
Gotcha.
Thank you. If cost is a concern, if you have an HSA, which is a health savings account, or a flex account, which is a FSA, you talking about wheelhouse and HR, with your job, it may cover certain wellness. Yes, it does. It covers, well, I know certain ones out here covers acupuncture, so alternative medicine, covers cryo, covers red light therapy. You can also buy the Oura Ring where you can track yourself. All those things are pretty much, if you have a HSA account, you can purchase, but make sure you check with your HSA provider, and it will give you a list of things that you can buy, you can purchase with your HSA account money. It's a good investment. If you guys don't buy into that, I would say definitely do it. This is the HR in me talking. I'm sorry. The HR in me is talking. The HSA account is a very good account. You can put money in it, and you can utilize it for, health expenses, co-pays, alternative types of medicines, things of that nature. And also, if you put a certain amount and check with your company, you can also invest that in the stock market when you get up to a certain amount in your HSA account. Bye, Miss Wanda. Good night. Thank you so much for coming. Yeah, HSA accounts are wonderful. I have one and I love it.
Sis, I think you hit everything.
I hit everything. I hope I did. I hope I did.
I think we hit everything, man.
I hope I did. I love this. So they say Bestie Riley was walking past TV and he asked, "Since when did we start wearing glasses?" He just died. He need glasses. He need glasses, Riley. Did I hit it? I hit it. Okay, thank you. I'll get off my HR soapbox.
Anyway.
She said, "Tell Riley they got old overnight." Oh, these hey, his is real. These just for, fashion. His readers are real.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Yep. Likewise, this is our last show of the year, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
We will be taking a couple of weeks off.
Yes.
And I want to say happy anniversary to Sis and her hubby. They'll be celebrating their anniversary on the 1st, right?
December 31st.
December 31st.
New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve. And so
yes.
I want to say happy anniversary to Sis. Happy anniversary to Bro. Sis, thank you. So we will be kicking it off. We'll stay tuned. We'll be kicking it off another, but we're going to take a couple weeks off.
Yes.
So we can enjoy, because I know for me, like I told you, I got to get up early in the morning. I'm on the grind. You know what I mean? So, but we will be take a couple weeks off, about 2 weeks off, right? 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Yep, 2 weeks.
2 weeks off.
We'll be back in the new year.
Yep. So, but I'll still be going live. You know what I mean? But we're taking tap in. The podcast is going to be off for 2 weeks. So, but y'all stay tuned. We will be back after the new year. So,
yes, sir. And thank you guys. We're almost at the threshold. We'll be uploading stuff from season 1, stuff from some season 2. I'm gonna do a chop and screw, so you guys can it'll still be stuff on here for you to look at, but it'll be from season 1. So a lot of you guys weren't with us for season 1 when we didn't have this this channel, this entity.
Shut out, Owen.
Pause. Okay, so I'll be uploading, stuff from the first season on here, so you guys can still partake. Thank you, Miss Alice. Appreciate you. So guys, still support, still, like, share, subscribe, watch, because our hours are almost there. We're very, very close. I would love to hit it before the new year. But if we don't, I think we'll definitely hit it.
We get there.
We're very, very close. So I'm gonna put up some replays. Y'all enjoy some of the season 1, some of the shenanigans. Your boy didn't have a fro. He was clean cut it. Clean cut it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. I love it. And Disrupt and Discuss will be on hiatus as well. So tap in, Disrupt and Discuss on hiatus. Your boy still gonna be in full effect, acting crazy. I'm taking a break. Taking a break. Anything else, SBK?
I have nothing else. Y'all have a good night. Thank you, guys. We will see you in 2 weeks. Hope you guys have a happy holiday, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, whole 9 yards. Enjoy it with your family. Yards.
Thank you, thank you. Yes, I'm gonna relax. Well, not really, but as much as I can. Happy holidays to you. And Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Happy
All
New
right,
Year.
you guys. Oh, he's showing the trap game. Look, wait, hold on. Yeah, the trap game showing. Hold on, I gotta give y'all something before y'all leave. Those who are still watching, there you go. Trap game. Trap game. There you go. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. From me to you. From me to you. All right, you guys. All right, y'all. And what do we usually say? And we
are
go.